Y'all know what time it is. Time for what? Time for what? Time for what? Time for what? What? This that what? This that what? What? Time for what? Time for what? What? This that what? This that what? What? We coming to vent on current events. Challz, TJ, and Flizz, people loving the gents. What a debate opinions of the brothers. Know your lovers love us, cuz us. Talk ish, you live in color. Every Wednesday, be getting it in at 9 p.m. Tap in, my friends, sliding right with them gems. Hip hop debate start them like engine gens. These mics powerful, been said again and again. Legit articles round the globe, and it depends on what's brought up and who can go pen for pen. Popping left with the guest, spicy talking the script. Back and forth, him to him, going flip for flip. Join into the excellent realm you step in. Catch a wreck and get it lit in the comment section. Tell somebody something that you might have heard. And what? What? Spread the word.
What? Jigga what? Jigga what? Jigga what? Y'all know what time it is. Welcome back once again to the What Show. I am Charles Brown. Beside me is
An artist named
Flizz, aka Fred Flintstone. Beside him is TJ
Swords was popping,
aka T Jesus, and beside him
it's just a guy on the mic by the name of Mike.
That's right, Mike Brown. Listen,
you might be the next Mike Brown. Where you rolling at?
Facts. Listen, I want to open up the show with a toast, man. It's gonna be a great night. Listen, if you don't, whether you drink or not, I got whiskey, but Flizz got water, Mike got water, TJ got, of course, some whiskey with me. But we want to do a toast to health and happiness, prosperity, and everyone being better this year. The what?
Stay
That's
focused.
100% Fiji, yo.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Cashville in the building. Andrew Evans in the building. Salute.
Cashville was popping.
Yo,
You already know.
This gonna be the craziest. Listen, this might be the craziest show we've ever done, just based on the topics that we got to talk about tonight. I don't even know where to start, bro. But if I was a betting man, I would say the best place to start is that title, that first topic in the title. Benzino bombs on Eminem twice.
Did he write that?
I want to talk about that.
Did he write that?
I want to talk about that.
They should see our group chat.
So, first of all, if you don't know who Benzino is Coil Ray's dad.
I know.
Nah. Benzino is. So listen, Benzino's from Made Men back in the day.
He was a former co-owner of the
co-owner
Source.
of the Source, secret, like what you call it?
The almighty RSO.
What do you call it when you own something but they don't know? You are a silent partner. Yeah. He was a silent partner until somebody who outed him. Somebody outed Benzino because he started doing shaky stuff up there.
That's when he started messing with
sticking
Eminem.
his group in the.
Oh, almighty RSO was on every page, yeah, and Made Men, yeah.
Yeah. Salute. So listen, Benzino is famous for literally. That's almost infamous though. That's infamy. Famous for being the co-owner of the Source and just literally just bullying that whole situation. He's been going at Eminem for now 20 years. I thought it was 16 years, but somebody told me it was 02 when Eminem responded to him with this record nail in the coffin.
That sounds about right.
I didn't know. I made a video and I said Eminem, the YouTube showed a video from Eminem dissing Benzino in 07. Somebody went on my page and said, only thing you got wrong is that Eminem made Nail in the Coffin in 02, 03 on the DJ Clue tape. I said, wow, that's over 20 years ago.
Remember 50 was like the hottest when that was going on too.
Yeah.
That was 02. That's 20. We're talking
22.
22 years ago.
Think about this. That's the year Jam Master Jay died.
Yeah.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
22 years ago. It's crazy, right?
Yeah.
Salute.
I was just talking about that because I
Vanessa.
think it was like the night after or 2 nights after I was performing at the Palladium with 50 Cent in Boston, and the feds was all over that place.
Wow. Yeah, bro. That's hip-hop history. But with that being said, Agent Situation says, salute to Benzino for making the best M diss since Rap Devil. I can't lie, bro.
Yup.
I can't lie. So I want to tell people who don't know. I like to think that some people watching the show do not know that Benzino just dropped 2 diss records against Eminem. So I'm explaining what happened. Benzino dropped this record 2 days ago called Vulturous.
Vulture is probably like
Vulturous.
Probably go with the culture vulture thing.
Yeah. And I did a whole video on that, and I thought that it Flizz felt like it was
fire.
It was fire. He got Eminem, which it depends on how you look at it. I thought it could have been
There's levels to what I mean.
Yeah. Some of the bars could have been
better,
and some of the stuff he was reaching on, like saying that Eminem could get done like Diddy with a lawsuit by his ex because all the rapping he was doing about his ex back in the day that he chopped up and put her in the trunk. I was like, that's fantasy. He didn't really cut her up in the trunk, so it's not really a Diddy situation. Like, you can't equate the two. It's just a fantasy verse. But he dropped that joint, and it was better than most people thought. Let's be honest. Benzino rapping wasn't as solid as we thought it was, right? I mean, as he probably thought it was.
I think that to add to that, I think Benzino, as far as rap, I'm careful with who I say can and can't rap.
Right.
I just was under the understanding from back in the day, if you're gonna diss an Eminem, your caliber of rapping better be like
top
and
notch.
I was like, I don't think he can go there as historically.
He couldn't.
Because I was a rap nerd listening to Almighty. I
was good, cuz
New Jersey in the house. After that, man, you better be another caliber. There gotta be a level of that switch you gotta turn on. But go ahead.
Right. So with that being said, let me get some shout outs. We got a What Up TJ. What's the name of that?
My people, that's Siobhan. My cousin Siobhan out in Jersey.
Siobhan in the building.
Patterson, New Jersey was popping.
There it is. Eru Doo. Did I say that right? Go ahead, cuz. Is that your peoples? Or is that Flizzy's peoples?
Who's that?
Eru.
I don't know.
I moved it.
I see it right there. Eru Doo. Now it's not me.
Salute to Vanessa in the building.
NC in the house, North Carolina. That could be my peoples.
Salute.
I got a lot of North Carolinian family.
Salute to Dale, Ugly Professor. We got a show on Thursday nights.
Yeah, I was tuned in.
Lefty's in here.
Lefty in the building. NC in the house. Then we got DJ Lefty in the building.
Lefty was good.
He said Benzino doesn't quit. Then we got X Dark Clips. Yo, what up, TJ? It's Cam.
Cam was good, bro.
We got all family in the building tonight. So let me finish this conversation, and I'm gonna get Mike's opinion and everybody else. So what happened was he came out with that Vulturious. So it was a lukewarm response. A lot of people saying it wasn't good. Some people said it was. I thought it was better than he's done before. So today he drops another one called Rap Elvis. And did any of you hear it? You heard it?
I haven't heard it yet.
You heard it?
Flizz heard it. That's
You heard it? I sent it to the chat. I was like, yo, somebody wrote this. Listen, this joint is so like.
Wait, is that the one he was saying? Oh, you had you had this one on the label.
He said Buttons left your label. He started naming all the people that jumped ship on the Conway left your label. All these rappers that left the label. He said you signed 5 dudes from Detroit. Only one of them was nice, and he dead in the grave. He's talking about proof. He said the rest of them was garbage. Then he said that you got to do it from your own city. I swear.
Yeah, he was just did an interview talking about him.
He said that you got to do. You didn't respond to him. You saw Ice respond though, right? You saw the video?
Yeah, he basically was saying, I guess M don't be doing too much.
He said M don't. He said he'll never diss M for a dude that's not in his own city. And he said M don't gotta respond because he don't have no problem with M. He said M is a top 5 lyricist of all dead or alive all time.
Wait, so he don't live in Detroit no more? I thought he had that big ass house in Detroit.
Who said that?
M. Don't he live in Detroit?
Yeah, but that's Benzino was saying in the song that M is not from Detroit. He said you not from there, so stop saying you from there. So it's a whole thing. Like that's a whole thing. So I'm gonna get all y'all opinion on that.
I thought he was from Detroit.
Yeah, he's trying to say he's not really from the streets. He's not from Detroit.
All right.
And it's crazy. So he called him Rap Elvis, and I said in my video, I should play it for y'all. Should I play it? Yeah, I'm gonna play it.
You don't want to get tagged?
Yeah, are we gonna?
But I don't think the song is copyright. I think it's just a freestyle. Like he threw it out over a beat. So I don't think it could copyright me for that.
Benzino been being petty, so he might try to.
Right?
I could play it for you. Nah, you know what?
Now, don't be lazy, yo. Look it up. Look up.
I got it already.
Elvis, yo.
Already
I'm talking about
got it.
them.
Oh, you don't want me to play it?
I'm like, that's a lot of time that you're gonna be sitting with
We be getting dinged. Last time I played something, I played that MC Choice.
Right?
When she was dissing them.
1980 something.
They
like
dinged
that,
me, bro. They dinged
Nobody
me.
heard that since it came out.
Yeah,
well,
bro.
to be, I'll speak on.
I don't even think it was
that,
94. That shit had to come out like 80 something.
I know that sounded like the 80s, yeah. But now I heard the first one, that the Vulturious.
Yeah,
bro. I was like, all right, this is because
somebody
was
said the
not
artwork is
expecting-
hilarious.
What?
What's the artwork on there?
It's him looking like an Elvis joint. It's Eminem.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I heard the first one, Vulturious, and I was like, I wasn't expecting anything. I was expecting maybe something a little more old school, like Melly Mel in it, And I was like, okay. So I was a little more impressed, but I heard Eminem's track too, and I was like, you know what? Eminem is like, I'm holding him to a higher standard, most likely, but I'm like, I don't feel like Eminem's diss was him trying. It was him being overly charismatic to me, And Benzino was like rap too, and it wasn't bad. So I was like, yo, that's why I text you guys like, Benzino ain't playing this round. The second one, which Challz is like, he didn't write. This newest one, the Rap Elvis, he's rapping with a charisma and a flow and a pattern that's not him. So that's why, Challz was like, he didn't write that, and it's fire, bro. And he's like,
the engineer was like, "Hey, say it like this."
The second,
I'm gonna tell you what happened.
Rap Elvis, Rap Elvis is a battle rap. It's a battle rap song. So it's like, all right, I was shocked. I'm like, not gonna lie, I'm giving Benzino his credit. Like, Rap Elvis was a battle track, point blank.
Listen,
I don't know if he wrote it because Challz don't think so.
I don't know. I gotta play some of this, bro, because we're gonna take the risk of getting dinged on this, bro. I have to play some of this. I got the picture. I'm gonna put the picture up right now. I'm gonna take the risk. It is what it is, bro. This is the picture. This is the album cover, the song cover. Let me remove that little comment right there. That's the song cover, and I'm going to play some of this because you can't visualize it without hearing it.
Until Elvis came and made it different. You can't self-sustain, you too selfish. Wait and listen. You keep saying my name, you put yourself in this position. This what happens when the Celtics play the Pistons. I was minding my business. You wasn't making any type of noise these days, so a choice was made. Pop Chase, Benzino, and Corner Ray. You still in your anointing phase. Hey, what do you call it when the man that stands is a stand? Help me coin the phrase. I am the culture. You don't even be around. You don't even come outside. You don't even see a town. I swear Vessel said the M don't be showing the city love. Why you ain't got no words for him, huh? He in your city, bro. I wonder why. We want to see. Just say something, please. Could it be possibly that you ain't really from them streets? I was born and raised in my city. You should've come for me. I don't know where you from. Let's say Missouri loves company. I'm probably more Detroit than you, cause these real niggas know me. I was with YBI in 86. Yeah, that's my OGs. Four Corners, Columbia Point. My young boys had the Moseys on Dexter with the bomb boys close to me. Okay, you found 50, and you put on 5 Detroit niggas. Rest in peace to the best ones, the rest of them sound iffy. So let's go down your stable. Gun left your label, Betty left your label, Khan left your label, Royce left your label, Joe Button left your label, Ortiz left your label. No crooked eye couldn't save you. Yellow open out there flopping, and where the hell Cash is at though? From Obi Trice, only twice, and not a word from Stack Quo. With all them forced lines that you pitched them, Shady records sound like less of a name and more like a description. Chain here, a feature there, a side of that. What did he do?
Yo.
Why this cat don't
Yeah,
get
he's
the
going
team?
in.
Going in,
He's
though.
going in,
Listen.
You'll see what all this
Listen.
correction do to you. Since you so hip hop, then you should have went to Nipsey funeral. If you support 50, then why you ain't go to Smoke funeral? And now you spitting gum bars, boy, I really don't to it. Talk about I catch it straight. You pull it and squeeze. I've been shot multiple times. What's a bullet to me? Looking at me. Trust my process. I am here to cook in these streets. You miss a season like you rookie and bees. You call our women black bitches to play the victim when there's distrust. You keep using the art form that we created to diss us. They try to rewrite history, make you Elvis of hip hop. But in the stores, Slim should be on the shelves next to Slipknot. You say you come from battle rap, but why you don't support none of these battle cats? Drake be at the smack events, where your ass was at?
Ooh.
Full of hood niggas back to
All
back
right.
in his action
Did he
pack.
make
And a
this?
pop rapper
Yo,
smack
come
dab
on,
in the
dog.
middle.
He's
Imagine
losing it,
that.
bro.
Last time you
blacking
battled, shit
out.
was like
He's
22
losing
years
it.
ago versus Marv won. What was the outcome of that matchup? Marv won.
What?
You been afraid, you ain't no renegade fam, and you duck my clipper blades, cause you ain't with the fade fam. Me, you and Royce can box. 2-on-1, y'all get the same hands. I'm in the band, so when I lift them, they land. I've been a made man, you little mangy minute made man, and I'm pissing all in your lyrical lemonade stand. My nigga Young Z dissed you, Milbone dissed you, Last Emperor dissed you, Pace One dissed you, real lyricist, but you ain't go back at them, did you? Cause you would rather battle pop stars to get your issue. You like to pick the law hanging through. Let's get this clear. You diss Elton John, your mom, your ex, Britney Spears. You diss Lana Del Rey fam, Moby,
Yo, he
Iggy,
went
not
in.
Iguodala,
He
the
went in.
white broad. Is
He
you
went in.
shitting me? Will Smith, Nick Cannon, Insane Clown Posse, a retired Joe Button. When I tell a lie, stop me. Machine Gun Kelly, that boy damn near whipped you. Come on, dog. How Vanilla Ice gone this shit? If you thought your rap bars was hard, you really need to grow up. Cause you just playing Eminem. You ain't got
That's
no
what we
nuts.
saying, left.
This shit about to get really dark on you. Get them dogs on you. The bark on you. Dog on you. Dog. As soon as you log
Yeah,
on,
somebody
got
wrote
me
that,
locked
huh?
on you. Like the
When I
laws
heard this, I was like, oh
as soon
my
as your
lord,
thoughts
Benzino's
dawned
going
on.
stupid.
There's a problem on your hands.
I've never
now, 'cause
said that
I
in my
got it
life.
solved on.
Any
Don't
Benzino
make me
verse.
fucking call Benzino dog on you. I am really outside.
Sis, what's
and the
poppin'?
recluse need to get out more. I run the outdoors and I can vouch for anyone that been down. I can account for. And how about your mine will finally be off of my neck with my hand squeezing.
He said rent is due. He's rapping like it's due, huh?
Yo, who was that guy? That
Yo,
guy
listen.
spazzed out.
Hey, yo.
Listen, bro.
You really? All right. So, do you think he wrote that though?
Hold on. Let me just say this.
He was going ham.
Yo.
If he wrote that, he was in his stupid bag. He was in his bag.
He was
bag.
wrong.
I had to turn my hat around, get on some hip hop.
He went in that bag. You know the
This
bag,
is
that
crazy.
bag that you put in back of the closet.
This crazy.
The stash money. He was like, "Oh shit, yo, I got $1 million over here. Let me go in that stash real quick."
Hold on, bro. Let me-
You know what I'm saying?
Yo,
Like, for real.
so
I don't think
I was saying when the Vulturist was like, "Oh, this is good."
Yep.
When your boy and even in that he had a line that said, "You're a square and didn't circle the block for
Mhm.
proof" or something like that. I was like,
he had a hot bar.
I was
Yeah,
like,
that
all
shit
right,
was
all
hard.
right. I'm like, he's battle rapping on the street level. You get what I'm saying? So I was like, all right, I was like, Benzino's going on. But when this came out, I was like, whoa. I was like, all right. Now we have a battle, ladies and gentlemen. We have a
Is
battle
that
that's
my hat
going
right
on.
there?
Huh?
Is that my
that his
hat right there?
You can have it.
So yeah, so that I don't know if he wrote it or not, but I'm gonna give him credit for that joint was fire. Now it's on M. Eminem is on you,
Yeah,
bro. You gotta come. I
I'm
don't
gonna
want to hear
have to
that.
listen to that on the ride home.
Eminem better come out his bag too. Eminem better be battle Eminem.
Well,
now, you
anger
feel me?
management, M.
Before I talk, I want to hear Mike.
The
I wanna
nail
hear
in the
Mike.
coffin era Eminem.
We ain't let
You know what I
Mike
mean?
say nothing yet about this. Mike,
Oh,
what's
sorry.
good?
What you got to say, brother? What you got to, bro? What you got to say, bro?
I'm just speechless because I've never.
You never heard Benzino rap like that?
No, and that's what made. I think somebody wrote it, but I think with that anger, because that's a lot of anger behind it.
There was some hostility there.
He's
Yo,
like,
I
you know
got
what,
so
man?
much to say about this. I want Mike to keep going.
I'm just sitting here. I'm kind of like I'm speechless because just listening to that was like, oh, okay. It wasn't just punchlines. It
You
was
didn't expect that.
No, that came way out of nowhere, man. That's like Brady coming off the bench to relieve Bledsoe. You know what happened,
And you know what happened after that? It's like 20 years later.
right? I mean,
Agent said, how did Benzino make a better diss track than Game and Melly, man?
Wow.
I'll tell you why.
No, for real.
That's
I'ma tell you
facts,
why. We
yo.
gonna
For
break that down.
real.
gonna
Carly
break
Ray
that
wrote that,
down.
yo.
If anybody else, oh, Andrew said if anybody else spit that, we would have called it mid, but we set the bar low for Benzino.
I don't think that's mid.
I think he
And
would
then
in,
Amelia
yo.
said
He said Cassidy wrote
right
that.
there.
But he's also correct. What's his
He's
name?
right.
Andrew? Andrew,
he's
you
right.
are correct on that level.
Yeah.
The bar was set low for Benzino.
That's
Like,
you know
I
what?
wasn't expecting that.
Yeah.
That's a very
But that
good
joint is
point.
fire.
That's a very good point.
I'm gonna have to listen to that on the way home.
Low
yo.
key, low key.
He's right on that. But I think
want
that's a
y'all-
fire verse.
I want y'all to.
It
Really
was too. He
finish
said it was
up.
like in front of him in person. Like he's right there. Like, let me sit down here, boy. Let me talk to you real quick.
Yo, listen, bro. I want y'all to finish everything I got to say because I got something I want to say about that. First of all, this is salute to the
Oh yeah,
Flizzle.
look, we in here.
salute to the. These
G
mics
Watt.
are powerful shirts.
Shout out to Gilly out in Queens, New York.
Gilly out in
Word.
Queens with the mics are powerful hoodies.
Yes, sir.
For and by Flizz.com. You can get them.
Flizz Music.
FlizzMusic.com.
Yep.
Make sure you support. Make sure you also go over to CLBMG.
Yes.
I just put the link up to get $10 off Restream. You can stream just like we do on the same platform that we do. Click our link right in the description on YouTube. You could go do Restream just like we do and get $10 off with our link. You can do the whiskey shots, the shot box. Get the whiskey. What the whiskey? We ain't got no whiskey.
No, the screwball. We need the
We
screwball.
get the screwball and all that. Yada yada.
Fumbling today.
CLBMG. Make sure you go over to support, man. If you like these shows cost money to make. Every time you support, you buy a hoodie. You go down in the links below. You see the CLBMG merchandise. Buy a hat. Buy a mug.
Buy some Coleon.
Buy some Coleon. Yada
Word.
yada. Support the team.
I
But
got the what we got coming up next is the industry versus independent t-shirts, or should I say independent versus the industry t-shirts.
I like how that
coming.
sounds.
I sent you the design.
Did you?
Yeah, in the group chat.
Oh, I saw it. Yeah, I like how that look.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, those will be coming soon. I was supposed to have one done today, but yeah.
Katie
I got
Kaufman
sidetracked.
got a comment. Does anyone
Katie
think Eminem baited him? I kind of do. I think Zeno talking about him so much broke his last nerve. I think he wants an excuse to spaz out on him without feeling like a bully. I agree with Katie on
It
that.
was like, you know what? I'm about to spank this man.
Yo, listen, this is what I want to say about that. This is so much to process, but I really believe in my other video, I said Benzino is attacking him wrong in the first song. I said he's saying too much stuff that he's already said over the last 20 years. That is not going to be Eminem. I said you need to get more industry knowledge, insider stuff that you can attack him with. And it sounds like
He did.
he did. On face value, if Benzino indeed wrote and spit this himself, he went in the dark room, wrote it, and spit it, which I highly doubt. And I'm going to explain why I doubt that he did this. But if he wrote this and spit this, that man dug deeper than ever. He's never written a rap this good in his entire career. Made men, RSO, all the stuff back in the day, nothing has been this good.
Nah.
This level of quality, this concise, with this much detail and preparation
Focus too.
and focus.
Yep.
If that ain't AI, like if that's not
shit.
AI or that's not him being written, I said he needs to attack Eminem differently, and it needs to be more hurtful, and it needs to be more truthful, and it needs to be more stuff that we can quantify with, wow, that's crazy. And by bringing all them rapper names in there, he's touched about 20 different rappers in that one verse, and he's called them out in a whole lot of stuff. And what Lefty said, why so polished now? I'm gonna tell you why, Lefty. I'm just gonna give
AI.
you my conspiracy theory. And I'm gonna tell you what I think happened over the last 2 days. I think Benzino dropped that diss, and somebody that can really spit called him and said, "Bro, that's not it."
So check your email, bro.
He said, "Listen, we're gonna come
Reference
back.
track.
We're gonna come back around. We're gonna circle the block, and I'm gonna give you all the words you need to take this dude out." This is my own. Whoever gonna have a problem with this, this is not the whole team. This is me saying this. I think somebody who really can spit penned that entire thing and gave it to Benzino. And not only did he give it to him, I think he made a reference track. I think there's a reference track out there. I know some dudes gonna be calling me an Eminem fanboy or whatever in the comment. Oh, here we go. And I understand your outrage, but at the same time, you cannot go from Flavor Flav to Cassidy overnight. Right? If I'm a D+ student and I've turned in D and C work all year, and then at the last, this is the final exam, my thesis is perfection.
Said Flizz, let me cheat off your.
If I turn in a perfect thesis at the end of the year, that is going to win awards because it's so well written. But I'm a D student. Something smells. They're going to take that paper to the office, to the dean's office, and say, just look at this again. Run this through the system. We need to see if this is plagiarized. They're going to check it. They're going to check his work. Does that make any sense? So to me, this thing impressed spitters in this room, 4 spitters that know what rap supposed to sound like. And we all were like, oh, I think some battle dude, not only is a battle dude, it's a battle dude that is an Eminem fan. Because only a fan could say that stuff and be so accurate about Eminem's entire career. That was 20 years of information. You cannot write that unless you're a fan of Eminem. You have to know that stuff. You have to know all of his artists. You have to know all of the people that he's dissed and didn't diss. And that's 20 years of information in one verse. I think somebody that really could spit laid down the blueprint and wrote it all down for him. Not only wrote it, gave him a reference track. Now, if he didn't give him a reference track, Benzino got nice out of nowhere. Because not only is he hitting bars, he's hitting points like he's right on the snare. The flow never goes off. Like it's too perfect. And we've never heard him flow this laid back and aggressive at the same time. It's never been, this is a quality verse, right? And the only way you can do that is if you put it in an AI machine and everything come out right where the computer says it's supposed to come out, or you give them a reference track. You don't just get this solid overnight. Now I'm gonna let y'all finish. Let me read the comments and then I'm gonna get y'all opinion. But what the comments say? He's into the hip hop for the women and the jury, not the art of bars. That is a fact, Katie. Let me see what else we got. M definitely baited him. Zeno been talking shit. That's the thing he says in the verse, that you clout chasing Zeno. Mm-hmm. But Zeno just gave an interview, I believe it was on Adam 22, where he's talking, it was either that or somewhere where he's talking about, it wasn't but like a week ago, where he's talking about Eminem yet again. So it's like, bro, it's not out of nowhere. He didn't clout chase you. You brought his name up again. But Andrew said facts. Let me see what Amelia said. Zeno can't rhyme like that. And then Lefty said AI. Yeah. What do you guys think of my theory that someone wrote that's a battle rapper, well versed with Eminem, and gave that verse to Benzino? Mike,
I think somebody was in there coaching him.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So. Yes, I also think that meme of him going around looking like that crippled dog.
What meme?
I'm like, what?
I didn't see
Wait, what was it?
There's a dog.
I didn't see that.
It looks just like him. But anyway, I think somebody was really in there. I think someone wrote that for him. I think somebody was coaching him, telling him you got to change up your cadence. You got to go,
That's true.
This is go time.
That's a fact.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I believe that.
Really, this is
they're like, this is your comeback. This is your comeback, Zeno.
Real talk.
But it's hard to coach someone, even if you coach him, it's hard to get him. It's going to take a lot.
Yeah.
I agree. You even if you referenced it, you still got to be there to coach him.
Yeah.
So I believe somebody got a bag.
Yeah. And like I said, I think that sounds like desperation. Like
okay,
he said, rent is due. So that's
wait, Benzino lives in Atlanta, right? So you just got to think of all the dope Atlanta rappers.
Yeah, and it's a whole battle.
Who pulled up the Patchwork studio when he was recording this?
and think about this.
0 hour.
What's one of the first things he brought up? Battle. You don't rock with the battle rapper. So apparently he does.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Amelia said either Cam or Cassidy. I thought Cassidy would have wrote that and been like, I think if you give Cassidy a bag, Cassidy will do anything. Like I literally, like Benzino's like, I got 20 racks. Here. I already. He probably had that thing in 15 minutes.
Yep. I don't see that as a Cassidy flow. I'll be honest with you.
I understand, but you can make anything into any kind of flow. Some of that cadence, like, listen, some of that cadence.
Yeah, like he was hitting that shit every.
Yeah, bro. Some of that cadence.
It never went off.
No, never stepped up.
Somebody out there knows that kind of the person that raps like that, and they could tell, oh, that's such and such. Somebody knows who that is. None of us believe it's Benzino. Let's just start there.
Because at some point,
I'm not saying
like,
I don't believe that. I'm on
you think
Switzerland right now.
he might have wrote it. Is what you're saying?
Here's my thing.
You giving the benefit of the doubt?
My thing is, I don't know if he didn't write it, so I'm not gonna go public. These mics are powerful, so I'm not gonna be the one to say he didn't. You never know what drive, and maybe he could be on a revenge tour. Because like we were saying earlier, he sounds pissed, and I know if I'm rapping angry, I'll give you a whole different side of Flizz you're not used to.
Right.
So the thing is, I'm rapping angry. If I'm sad, somebody in my family died or something, I'll give you this powerfully emotional Flizz. But I'm not gonna be the one to go public and say he didn't write it. I'll say it's different. You know what I mean? But other than that, I'm gonna say this. I don't care about none of that. It's on UM right now. It's Benzino 1-0.
Flizz don't care about
I'm
none
like,
of that.
if he
no,
voted
we
or not,
can't. We can't.
You want to hear the boss back
I'm like,
from
yo,
him.
what do you got? You know what I'm saying? That's what I want to know. Because
And
remember
then
when
hold up, you said something too. You said you don't want to hear what from him. When you said you said M can't.
I don't want to hear the he's trying to be overly technical and with the charisma and stuff. Like his song he did before Benzino. It's like, yo, it's like we want to hear
Bars.
So
but
you want to hear Renegade M?
So
I want to hear that M that's like savage now.
So
You know what I
is,
mean?
this, is this more like the he just pulled his car like Pity Pat, you know? Like he bodied that verse, he put it in the pine box, just told him, "Go get your shine box." You know?
yeah.
You know, he just said, "Hey nigga, this is blackboard rap. You
Yeah.
can chalk it up to a loss. If you got a problem with it, walk it up to the boss." You know, I mean, you think about it.
It's on you.
It is the ball's in M's court now,
Right.
And if he doesn't respond, we all know he's going to be. Someone's going to say, "Well, he took the high road. He's a top 5 MC." And I
He don't need to
I
respond.
want to say, can we
Tech.
You can't do that though.
Call the tech. Flag on the field.
Well, more like the Chris Webber, you know, give me a TOB, but like Chris Webber, you know, I got my thing together. Seriously, man. I mean,
So M gotta respond.
if you claim to be, here's the thing, and all you M fans, you can get mad at me if you want to. I don't give two craps. If you are a quote top 5 MC, a legend, you should, as Karis once said at one point, I got a rap that can kill everybody.
He did say that.
Yeah, he said
He
the
did
balls.
say that. Yes.
I remember him
He
saying that.
did.
Yep.
He said, for your favorite MC, I got something that will kill their career. So M, if you really that guy,
Yeah.
and you're taking all the accolades, I'm the best MC, and everyone that's out there kissing his ass just to get a check, M, you got to respond.
Can I tell you something? I believe he's gonna respond.
Me too.
I didn't want to believe, but I said I was the fool that said he wasn't gonna say nothing about Melly Mel, and he
And
did.
And he did.
I said it a year before that. I had a video where Melly was attacking him. He didn't rap, but he was saying Eminem, the white boy. I said Melly. I said Eminem he respect him too much. He's not gonna respond.
Right.
Then a year later, he threw some shots at him. He throwing jabs at him. I said that I think M might be giving dudes a breath of life. To be honest, like I'm gonna throw him some life. Because Melly Mel stock went blah, 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 blah.
Yeah. Well, you think about it, M's taking a play out of 50 Cent's book. 50 will give you that alley-oop. It's up to you to catch it and dunk it. If you don't, well, then you missed out.
Let me get to the comments. Edwin said Mav Hoffa did say Benzino asked him to ghostwrite a diss of M for him. This definitely sound like Benzino got a battle rapper to write it. I believe that 100%.
That now
Math.
Right
listen,
there.
because the way
I
he
can hear
was
that
talking,
math flow. Yeah.
like you
All
see
right.
how
Math
he
wouldn't do that.
bars when he was talking.
Math
like,
wouldn't
it
write
seemed like
that.
wouldn't do
Math
that.
wouldn't write that. Math could write that. He ain't gonna do that to M because he respect him way too much. And if it got out, it would be bad.
Yeah.
Because M was the first one to co-sign his show. He would never. Matter of fact, the reason we even talking about my expert opinion with Mav Hoffa is because M was the first one to co-sign.
That's what's up.
So there's no way he's gonna write that. No way he's gonna write
Well,
that.
I'm gonna jump in and say let's not move the goalpost because when Drake and Meek Mill was battling, everybody was like, Meek Mill's fumbling, taking too long to get back, while Drake was dropping 20,000 disses at him, and then Meek Mill came back with that other joint and he lost it. I remember when
That's what the sample with the Undertaker joint.
Yeah, Meek rushed it though. Meek rushed his
yeah.
response.
So then I remember when Dipset and Jay-Z was battling. Dipset hit him all. They was hitting him. Jay-Z didn't respond to dumb later till he did Dig a Hole, and it was like Jay-Z lost to Dipset.
I don't listen to that respond in 48 hours bullshit because I don't want you to throw some goofy shit. And a lot of stuff that come out in 48 hours be goofy. Look at Nicki Minaj's goofy
But
thing.
months
and then
later?
But wait, but it gotta be more. But look, name a good diss record that came on 48 hours. Meek Mill joint was trash. Cameron joint back to Mace was trash, right? When Sheetha dropped, she was scared to drop anything, and she dropped like a 2-line and that was every quick response.
That Sheetha, she
be trash.
Remy went crazy,
right? So I don't want you to throw no shit together in freaking 48 hours because it's usually garbage. I'll wait a month. I don't care. I don't need that. But people that do that, they usually don't give their best work. Who was it that just was on tour? They were like, I was on tour and I had to throw this together. They did it on the tour bus.
I don't know.
Was it Gunna? It was somebody that got dissed, and then they threw something together and just put it out there like, I was on the tour bus. Ain't no excuses, bro. When you bring that track back, that joint better be, I'm gonna let the world know the truth. You don't want me to shine. That's a bitch move. Like I want to hear second round knock. Like let's go.
You want something that's cooked properly.
They seasoned it. They was in the kitchen like.
If I have to rush job and answer that question, I would say it wasn't even a diss. The quickest response was he was in Eminem's camp. Kind of chunky rapper dude. What's his name? No, hell no. No, he was from New York. No, he wasn't in D12. He was just in that little. He was in what's that crew that Joe Budden and all them was in? Slaughterhouse. He was in Slaughterhouse.
Joel Ortiz.
Joel Ortiz had a response to Kendrick Lamar's "I'm the King of New York." He had it like, I swear, like 3 hours, bro, and that shit was like bars. You know what I mean? So if I had to answer that
Joel,
question,
though.
Yeah, I'm like, he's the only one I could say was right on your ass, like, and hit that.
And then hold up. So Benzino said Crooked Eye's name too. I mean, you know what I'm saying? So,
but he didn't diss Crooked Eye.
No, he didn't. But still,
he said a lot of names.
He usually rides for him.
A lot of people got to respond. Hold on, let me say this. Super Galaxy said that M lost to Mariah, but everyone acts like it didn't happen.
I'm with you. I am with you. People don't want to talk about that. Mariah got in his ass with that diss. Know what I'm saying?
Wait, what was that? The Superman joint?
No,
what was the record?
Why you always letting me when everybody knows? That song was in the club, in space, in the resort.
He said it was in the club. He said it was in space.
Yo, it went like Uber Platinum.
was bumping that shit.
Mariah Carey hit him with a song, and I know
what? He said it went Uber Platinum.
And then KRS One when him and MC Shin was dissing each other. KRS One said that he didn't realize Shin had a song that was in the club. Everyone was him. Mariah Shin on that. Like, you know what I mean? She had a song that was like, you got a diss song? I got an iconic song that's gonna last forever. I'm with you, my dude. I'm with you, my guy. You know what I mean?
Wow, you feeling that?
Yo, Mariah, what'd you expect? Like a Mariah
on set with 48-hour disses.
Yeah.
And Edwin said, I don't believe Math wrote it. I'm just saying after Math Hoffa said that, the idea of Benzino getting a battle rapper is not far-fetched. I really believe that's what happened.
Is that my guy, Edwin? Which Edwin is? I want to see my boy.
Edwin from Facebook. M said M can't let this ride. If he's a top MC, he needs to straight bury Benzino. Let me see what else.
M got a flamethrower on him.
Ortiz is a lyricist, and Zeno doesn't want Crook on his ass.
That's what I'm saying. Yo, Crook really be riding for M, so shit ain't no telling, bro. And Crook is stupid with it.
Let me say something right now. I feel like M gonna respond, but it has to be correct. Now I feel like if he don't, it's like the chick that does gymnastics when she got the twisties and she didn't compete. It taints your legacy, but it don't take your legacy. So if M don't respond, it is what it is. If he say it's whatever, we gonna feel like he chickened out and he didn't want to smoke. You gotta actually, this like Bruce Lee. When they came to fight, they come in the movie set, Bruce Lee, I challenge you, Bruce Lee, take off the shirt right there, right then and there.
He said, hey, you, chop, chop.
We fight, chop, chop. We fighting. Out of here. They say he was getting challenged every day on every movie set. Bruce Lee, da-da-da, we fighting. The 1-inch punch, like he was fighting.
He whooping everybody's ass.
Right, but I think they got insurance trouble or something. He had to stop with it. I don't know. But end of the day, if you're an MC, you gotta battle. But I do want to say this. I think M not going to attack him the way everybody thinks that he's going to attack him. If I'm Eminem, now he can go all in, but what people don't understand, Zeno low-key kind of messed up Zeno's an easy target right now. Zeno's living out of Motel 6s and stuff and sleeping in beds with men and stuff. He's getting caught. He's getting arrested like 6 times a month. Like his life is crazy.
Yeah.
He's asking his daughter for money. So it's crazy right now to try to come with a diss record and be this wide open where M could just do a half Google search and have 50 things about you, right? You know what I'm saying? In my opinion, I'm just looking at what M is cooking that I know. I thought you said M is cooking. I was like, what? I know. But he might be cooking. I don't know. But I think that right now, Benzino, that's a good verse. And what M gonna do, what he did with Machine Gun, he gonna pick every line and answer every line. And some of that stuff is gonna be easily dispelled, right? And some of that stuff, he's going to turn it around in his head and he's going to do what he does. So it's really not going to be what Benzino did was make his own legacy with that record, because whether he wrote it or not, it's always going to be there now. It's forever. Yeah. Like Mace forever changed my opinion of him with that one with the Oracle. When he dissed Cam,
oh, the first one.
When he dissed Cam with the Oracle, that I said, yo, this dude Mace bodied him. Now Cam said he lying in the song. He said there's some lies in there that he ain't got no sister, he said. But end of the day, Mace started getting shows. His price went up. When he dissed Cameron, his price went up. He started getting mad shows. He was overbooked. So this is what's going to happen, hopefully, for Benzino. God bless him. But at the end of the day,
he's that right now. Then
this is not going to be. I know everybody's like, this is not going to be too hard for M to pick and dissect it apart. If I'm Eminem, the literal first thing I'm going to do is be like, I'm not even going to talk to you. I'm going to diss the ghostwriter that wrote it for you. I'm dissing that nigga. Because that's who I got beef with now. He's like, I got him back.
What if M gets
if I'm M, I got 50 grand on tell me who the ghostwriter was.
That's what I would say. What if he buys the reference tracks? Come on, son.
What if he buys the reference tracks?
He shouldn't do that. That would be lame, because then that's when you get Meek Mill dropping the reference track on Drake and it backfired on him. So no, just spit. Just spit. Don't drop no reference track. Don't do no antics. Just spit. But what I'm gonna do is tell the world, everybody know, be like, I'm not even gonna talk to you, Zeno. I'm gonna talk to the ghostwriter that wrote that, and then we're gonna have a battle. I'm gonna battle him because he's really the one that really got beef with me right now. But let me see what else we got.
We need that rap god.
Say less. Zay in the building. Zay said M's lost, Lions lost. He's a super duper piss. He's going. Yeah. Yo, listen. If y'all got anything else to say about this, we can.
Now we can move on, bro. That was fun though.
That was fun. I feel like. Can you think? Now, if M diss him, does he come back again?
Does who? Benzino?
If M gets him a 5-minute like just does Benzino come back again?
Yes.
Yeah.
He has to, right?
Yeah. I think at this point, you come out with not just one diss track, but 2. First one was kind of whatever. Second one was like, oh, okay, game on. You know, he made that preemptive strike. So
you got to keep going.
Yeah.
And I'm monetizing them all.
Yeah,
monetized.
So he better drop a dope ass single with that same ghostwriter right now.
Facts.
Yo, I'm getting Mariah on the hook. I'm doing anything to get that up.
Yeah.
Umar Johnson in there too.
He's like, shit.
Oh snap! Dr. Umar Johnson just talking. Get him.
He's like, shit. I need a new mansion, bro. Shit.
Yeah. Amelia said, you know it. M probably figuring out who the ghostwriter is right now. M probably already know. Them streets is probably already barking of who did that ghostwriting. They probably already know who it is. And I want to touch on this other battle for 2 seconds, bro.
Let's get it.
I want to touch on this other battle. I don't want to talk about the actual battle too long.
Oh.
I don't want to talk about this battle too long. To me, and I'm going to be honest with you.
None of the joints.
I'm going to be honest with you, bro.
Yeah, they're not.
I'm going to be honest with you. Let me read what Edwin said real quick. He said, y'all think Eminem should dedicate an entire track to Benzino or make a track addressing Game, Umar, and whoever else said something about him recently? I think all of that stuff is dead. He should never address Game again. And I think Dr. Umar is not worth addressing because he's not going to change his opinion of Dr. Umar or what people think of what Dr. Umar says. I would never address a Dr. Umar if I was Eminem.
I wouldn't. Yeah,
that's a trap.
I was about to say, if I was Eminem, I'd stay far away from the Dr. Umar trap because that's not rap right there.
That's a trap.
He's gonna fall into the real life situation of black versus white.
That's what it's
and
gonna
all
be.
that. Do not just leave Dr. Umar out of that.
He got to leave that
bad
alone.
enough that M already has that, from his background.
Yeah,
right.
that little semi-racist track.
That right
That's
there.
Like, Eminem, though, if you fall into that one, it's a rap for you. Because Umar ain't gonna battle rap.
No,
he's gonna race bait you to death.
He's gonna race bait you. So let's move on. These two chicks right here are beefing for whatever godforsaken reason. But I don't want to talk about. I'm gonna talk a little bit about. I'm about 35 seconds about this rap beef. Both of them joints was meaningless. They would not last the period in test of time. Nicki to me is on some form of drugs, narcotic or some, because she's going live, just going nuts on this girl. She hated this chick. You could tell she hated her. The girl said that one line and has not responded in 72 hours. And Nicki has been nonstop at this girl every single day, every single morning, every single night. But what's irritating me, do y'all want to speak on that battle or y'all got nothing to say about it?
It reminds me of one. I think right now, this is just, me. When Nicki first came out, she doing what Little Kim did to her to Megan. That's what, because I remember Little Kim was kind of like, Nicki, and I was like, man, this young girl Nicki Minaj ain't really responded too much. Mm-hmm. She just like, then finally she came over like and it's like, all right, she finally said something. I now see Nicki as the older head doing that to the young girl who's hot now. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So maybe it's just part of the cipher, Right.
So with that being said, this is what's going on with this goofy stuff now.
How did this even start?
I don't know. All I know is that they fell out. And now this girl has to have her mom's gravesite protected with security because these goofy ass fans may go do something. And now they sent Megan's mom's burial site address online. So now someone sent Nicki Minaj's father's burial site online.
Come on.
Yeah.
It's goofy. I'm done with all of this Barb's goofy shit. I'm done with that shit, bro. But y'all gotta grow the fuck up. Let's be honest.
I'll say this, and this might be a hot take. This is about gender. Because I'm gonna say this.
These mics are powerful.
But I'm gonna speak truth because I listen to rap, all forms of it. And when I can tell you in the drill section, they talk about your dead aunt, your dead grandmother, and it's like, yo, that's just what they do. But it's like with these chicks, I think it's their gender and it's their level of reach. Because in the guy side of battle rap, there's no holds barred anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
They'll talk about your damn kid. They'll talk about your dead kid.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And we just kind of like, hey, it's battle rap. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna throw that out there and say I think these two young ladies are doing what we hear the males doing. When no holds barred, your family's on. We can. What's homeboy? Was that?
Well, Nicki did address her mother.
Nothing's off,
but she didn't diss
limits.
her mother.
Even nothing's off limits in the battle rap. It seems like, and so if you're gonna start doing that, you're gonna have to put boundaries on all, like forms of everything, and that's not gonna happen. I think what the guys do is just spilling over to now like everywhere.
Yeah. I want to say something, and I'm gonna let Mike speak to this. He's probably the most equipped to speak to what I'm about to say. In the vein of this. What is going on now? What I found that irritated me. Well, I'm all set with this Barb's, the fucking whoever the Beehive, whatever, right? It's time to it's anybody.
Don't
like if I'm gonna be honest, bro,
man.
and I'm a big fan of freedom of speech, bro. Yeah. But I low key, if I was owner of Twitter, anybody with any of that in their profile, I'm gonna mute your shit for like a year. Like I'm done. Like Barb click, Beehive click. Your shit muted, bro. I'm done with it, bro, because it's so goofy. Now, right here, right. This is what they did to a little girl. She's an activist.
Yep.
She's a 16-year-old activist, and she put a post up to Nicki and Megan in the midst of this battle, saying, I'm going to tell you what she said right now. She's 16-year-old. She's talking about Flint, the water crisis in Flint. Mm-hmm. And she went to Instagram to ask these two chicks to donate 1 cent from their battle raps to the Flint water crisis. She wasn't disrespectful at all to either one of them. She just said, yo, the water crisis is still going on in Flint, Michigan. Can you please donate? Right? She wasn't da da da. So here come these goofy ass, and I swear to God, I think I'm going the rest of my life just disrespectful to these chicks because they mad ignorant, bro. So they started adding this little girl and putting, I'm gonna show you some pictures of what they said. Mind you, the little girl name is Mary.
Twitter?
On Twitter. She's one girl, the first girl said, "Hey Mary, shut the fuck up and call some government. We busy today." They're dealing with the battle of Nicki and Megan. So they tell a little girl, shut the fuck up, right? So let me go to the next one. These are clips of what these people are saying to this little girl. So then this other chick, all caps, girl, fuck you.
Wow.
All caps to the little girl. Because the little girl wrote, "Hey, Nicki Minaj and Megan Thee Stallion, I have an idea. Let me introduce myself. I'm Mary, and I'm 16-year-old from Flint. I have been working half of my life to get clean water, not just to Flint, but to hundreds of other communities dealing with the water crisis." And then she went on to say, "Can you please donate like a half a penny per stream of your goofy ass battle?" And these chicks came at this girl, just super nasty. I'm gonna read some more. So then here we go. This other chick, and she got a blue check mark. So she's what you call that when you got a blue check mark on? She's verified. Yeah. She write, "Girl, clean it yourself. We're gonna be busy streaming Bigfoot for 2 hours." So she's telling the girl she's more concerned with streaming Bigfoot, which is Nicki Minaj diss record to Megan Thee Stallion. So they got to stream that all day, and they can't worry about the water crisis. So then we're gonna go right here to this next one. This somebody named Asmar wrote in all caps, "Clout chasing hoe." So the 16-year-old girls are clout chasing hoe. This is what the Barbs is doing right now.
I think one thing we might want to recognize is the girl is 16. There might be a 14-year-old girl on the other end of that keyboard.
We're not doing that, Flizz. Hold on.
I'm just saying.
Good, and God forgive me. This is what the girl wrote. "God forgive me, but what's that say? She must have wrote that wrong. I have to tell her to stay out of grown folks' business. God bless Flint, though." Now, that ain't no 14-year-old talking about stay out of grown folks' business.
I'm not saying all of them, but I'm saying it's like
somebody could, they're saying somebody could be
It's the internet. A lot of them is like to be a Barb. Or like
it's some grown ass Barb. Like Nicki's 41 years old, bro.
No, I'm saying like me as someone my age, I don't care if it's my favorite damn rapper. I'm not jumping him or his or her defense online and post something. So it's not just about age; it's also about maturity. You know what I mean? I'm like, yo, you just Andre 3000, you suck, you mother. You know what I mean? Like,
well, I do that, but no.
You don't know nothing about no hip hop. See, that's the problem. You're young and still learning.
You're young, you're dumb, you're full of cum.
Really son of a bitch. I'll show you.
Challz got a burner account.
Two burners.
He said he had that ever since he was going back and forth with Talib Kweli.
Oh, okay.
Let me get some of these. Let me get some of these comments, and then I'm gonna let Mike speak. Katie Hoffman said, "I like Meg, but she sounds exactly like Iggy Azalea. She was great on Tiny Desk." Let me see what else we got. Nicki sounded so off. Old Nicki, maybe that sounded like, and it sounded like HH Beef. So Mike, you saw what the little girls wrote, and you saw what the Barbs and the Meganites, whatever they call themselves, responded. What's your thoughts on that?
Pure stupidity, pure ignorance on the part of the Barbs and basically the fanatics, because that's exactly what they are. When it amazes me how people get so wrapped up into this beef that they're not even getting paid from. The two people who are beefing are getting paid streams and whatever else, and we're watching Meg Thee Stallion on Planet Fitness commercials. So y'all out there going buck wild, losing your mind, and the little girl says, "Hey, I got an idea."
Yep.
And it's a great idea. And you got these dumbasses telling her to shut the fuck up, stay out of grown folks' business. So why don't you take your advice, Barb or whoever the fuck it is, and you stay out of the business. Go home. I bet you she sleeps on the air mattress. Half of them need their houses fumigated for bed bugs. Your kids can't read. Your kids can't fucking read.
Exactly.
And you're up there, and it shows in the way you're typing.
Facts. Barely can read the shit.
Exactly. You mean to tell me you're more concerned with two grown women who are millionaires while you're going home to your modest little hole in the wall apartment with the bricks, you know, because you can't hang any pictures up on project mentality. Yeah, I said it, and I'm not stereotyping. The bottom line is, how dare you sit there and bully that young lady online? Ridiculous. Because look, we don't know.
She's trying to be great.
Yeah, exactly. And we don't even know that young lady's she probably got a feeling like, oh yeah, one bullet for you, one bullet for you. Oh, what's your address? We're gonna find you. Exactly. And that's the thing. We don't know who's behind the keyboards, you know, but at the same time, I think there's some folks who really just need to go home, sit in the corner with a dunce cap, and really think about what the hell did you just say to a 16-year-old who's an activist? She's doing something that you can even fathom.
That takes courage to do that. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Now, I bet you these folks who are typing up, they're activists against not washing their ass. You know, they're the types that go, I wash now, not that. Well, let me get that white washcloth. It might humble you some. You got wipes in your bathroom. You don't even use the wipes to wipe your ass. But yet you got time to go type and harass a young lady.
She said Bob's our coat.
Yeah, just like the beehive. You know how you get rid of a beehive? You get some WD-40 and you spray it on it.
Facts.
Fizzak, Super Bowl party at Halo. Come party with us.
Yes.
On a side note.
Side note. Let me see what Edwin said. Comment check. Edwin said, I don't follow Nicki or any of these provocative type female rappers, but from my point of view, Nicki just seemed like a toxic person. It seems like she has beef with every female rapper who makes it big. That is a fact.
That's a fact.
That's my opinion.
She feel like she got to be the biggest. You know what I mean? But right now, like female rappers is at an all-time high right now.
They are.
She should be trying to imagine all the female rappers going on a tour together.
You know what? I got an idea.
Fight.
It'd be what it be. Wait, what was the fight? What was it? Slick Rick and Big Daddy Kane?
Big Daddy Kane and Slick Rick.
That was at the Civic Center too. You know what I'm saying? That was here in Providence, by the way. You know what I'm saying? MTV was there.
That was that many of them. Imagine all those female rappers with that ego backstage. Somebody's fighting,
right?
Somebody's fighting, bro.
Super Galaxy.
Every other night there's a fight.
He just heard the new Benzino. It's fire. It's very proper. Flizzy said the Super Bowl party is on what you write here, Flizzy? He said February 11th, Super Bowl party at Halo in Pawtucket. The what show? All of us will be there. I don't know if Mike coming.
Yeah, I'll be there.
Mike coming to the Super Bowl party. It's all you can eat. Sliders, wings, fries, chili. Fat people like me.
We eating good.
I'll be there.
$25. All you eat doors at 6 o'clock.
There's gonna be some Bel Air there. You know what I'm saying? There's
All
gonna
that
be
good
some
stuff.
screwball there.
Show. That's our first Super Bowl party. It's gonna be ridiculous. And one room gonna have music, one room gonna have nothing. So y'all want to talk and sit back there and chop it up. We're gonna have both areas for all that good stuff like that there. Let me read what Chop wrote. Chop wrote, 9 times out of 10, the barbs are a bunch of gay dudes. That's a fact.
That's true, yo.
That is a fact.
A bunch of saucy Montana.
Yeah, bro. Gay dudes be in them damn. They be having a fake avatar and all that. Worried about 2 grown women, and the real reason Nicki mad is because she called out her pedophile brother and pedophile husband. Oof. Nicki is whack. I hope my channel don't get dinged for that particular word. YouTube be bugging. So I'm gonna try not to say that word again. Yeah. But
he's almost sorry.
Katie said everyone is making Sexy Red look good. She works hard and keeps her business to herself. Yeah, you know what? Low key, yes.
She's right, right?
Yeah. She's right, but we not gonna go too far. We're not gonna go too far. I don't know about Sexy Red. Like she messing her own self. She's wilding right now.
Yeah, she's.
Did y'all not see the dude with his face in her butt?
That was recent. That was like 2 days. That was at the baby shower. Matter of fact. Good Lord, yeah.
I don't know what happened. What happened with that?
That was at the baby shower.
Well, yeah, she has a point. Sexy Red does stay to her best self, but there is a new video with pictures. This guy like all in her butt. She bent over.
All in the booty.
She pregnant and everything. It is. Right. She took Ratchet to a new. She should like take stock in Ratchet because she's made it like profitable, bro. Like she's took it to another level. But listen,
power hip hop Christ compelled them.
Yeah,
I know, right?
Yo, listen. Speaking of, I it's so many places I can go. I'm gonna touch on this for about 30 seconds.
Where we going?
I just want you guys' opinion.
Come on, man. She bugging.
Yeah.
I want you guys' opinion. Real quick.
When you see that shit, that right there, when you look up toxic relationship,
I just want you guys' opinion. And I'm gonna be honest, this girl ain't never. This girl look pretty in these pictures.
Before, right?
She don't be looking pretty. She look pretty in these pictures, but she got. Look at that. Until you, bro, listen. Who does that? First of all, what level of madness, bro? This chick got blue face on her face. This is Krishan Rock. For those who do not know, she got a tattoo of her boyfriend, aka.
Is that her boyfriend?
He's not her boyfriend because he went to jail, and before he went to jail, she claimed that he was abusive and this and that, and he got a whole nother girl.
Yeah.
He got a whole nother
got
girl.
back together, I believe.
Good Lord.
But if you follow them, back together is subjective because they always tomorrow they fighting.
Yeah.
The day after that they chilling. So it ain't even back together or not together. They just a freaking like mess, dog.
That's
so
super toxic.
But a chick got a tattoo on her face. I don't know what to say, bro. Yeah. I don't know what to say. I need Mike's input on this. Mike could break this down for me. What's going on, Mike? Why she get blue face on her face? Blue face on her face.
The young lady has mental health issues. Oh, that is a clear sign of just being FUBAR.
You think these kids don't know what FUBAR means?
Oh, FUBAR means fucked up beyond all recognition.
Yes, right.
And her mental status, she wears it. She wears it on her sleeve. And that is, as TJ said earlier, a few minutes ago, that is the definition of super toxic.
Facts. Yeah, her pops is probably pissed the fuck off right now.
And you know what disturbs me is she's
he got knocked out by Blueface.
Yeah, and then you got this motherfucking face on your face, right? That I done birthed.
Right? And this is what disturbs me is that she's a pretty young lady.
Yeah,
she's pretty.
But it's the fact that you know what,
when her mouth is closed.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then that happened during that happened during their relationship too, right? Am I correct?
He didn't knock her tooth out.
Did he
not knock her tooth out?
Didn't something happen on the show?
Oh, damn, somebody that I know, maybe Courtney in the building, she could probably tell me. I didn't know Blueface knocked her tooth out. That's something. That's
go back and look at her old pictures when she was running track and everything. Yeah.
Okay, maybe he did. I don't know who knocked her tooth out.
Before all of that.
Hey, why would you be with a man that knocked your tooth out? This is what happens when you don't feel valued by your parents, Katie.
Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact.
That's a fact. But I just wanted you guys to
what I was telling the kids at the training school, talking about they got daughters and shit. I'm like, bro, this is the time your daughter needs you. You in here. You know what I'm saying? She gonna be doing shit like that.
Mm-hmm. I want to touch on something else that I find hilarious, dog. I find this shit. We talked about this. Hold on. What Chop say? Chop said, if we ignore these two dummies, they would go away. They ain't never going away, Chop.
And yeah, Chop, I did hear the album.
We stuck with these two chicks and Blueface and everybody else forever. But I want to talk about this. I wish I had the video and I should have been better prepared to show you the video because it's disturbing, but it's hilarious at the same time. This guy right here is a very popular YouTuber called Cenat.
Mm-hmm.
If I said his name right. The guy sitting beside him is 21 Savage, who's a rapper. If you don't know, he raps with Drake and other rappers and yada yada. Cenat bet for whatever reason 21 Savage that he could beat him in Madden for $300,000 and lost. And when he was losing, he asked him to call a timeout so he could try to continue to win. And 21 Savage said, no, the game is over. He stood up, punched the computer, punched the TV, threw his control, kicked all of his cameras down, and the stream went dead. And this guy had to pay that man $300,000 that same night over a game of Madden.
Sheesh. That's what happens when you're trying to play with the big dogs, bro.
Yeah, right?
Because he got that bird like that?
He got it.
He got it. He's popular. That dude popular.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say
no. You know what? I've been seeing him around.
I'm not gonna say he got it, but I can say he's popular. He's popular.
If he paid it, he got it.
True.
You gotta understand. This kid goes live every day. Somebody was in the comments last night said he probably make that over the weekend, the $300,000. Now I don't know.
That's still a hit.
I don't know, but I don't know no rich. I don't care no rich person. I don't care how rich you are.
300.
You really don't want to lose.
Bro, that's damn near half a ticket.
$300,000 on anything.
That shows his immaturity. You don't bet that.
Why would you bet that?
It's like shut up. You know, like.
And you know what he said at the end of the game?
I know, right?
You know what he
$5
said?
bet, yo, $5.
$5. But dudes have gotten shot over $5 bets of Madden. $5. Dudes got shot when he lost.
Yep.
But you know what he said at the end of the game when he lost? And I found this. Nobody else was thinking about this. He said, I always lose at this.
So why would you fucking bet?
He said, I always lose this fucking game. And he starts smashing it. Oh, I'm like, what did you just say?
Now he goes 300,000 and new equipment.
You gotta buy
He
new
said,
equipment.
I always lose at this.
He's bugging.
Yo, it ain't tricking if you got it, but if you ain't got it, don't be tricking.
Shit.
That's my thing. Like, yo, don't open your mouth trying to sound big,
I ain't
bro.
betting.
Oh.
I don't fucking gamble anyways. So I ain't betting no 300,000 on a game.
I gamble, but I ain't betting $300,000 on nothing. I don't care.
Nah.
You gotta think when Jay-Z
Challz
do
gambles, nigga. We've been in the
Listen,
casino together. He
yeah,
gambles. Like,
listen,
you know what I'm saying?
but
Like,
I'm not doing
I'm
that.
sitting there like, more Hennessy, please. I'm just with him.
Listen, would Jay-Z do that?
You know what I'm saying? I'm tipping all night.
Would
I'm drinking and tipping
Rick
all night.
Ross do that? Nobody of any like common like it be rich guys. They're not gonna throw that kind of money around like that.
No, that's maturity because they understand the value of it.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
You know.
Mayweather and them be throwing it on strippers.
Yeah, but Mayweather's
they be throwing it
Yeah.
on behind chicks like that.
I mean, 50 be saying Mayweather's going broke half the time, so we don't know what Mayweather pockets really is.
Yeah.
Katie says sounds like a
said she
gambling
only-
person with a gambling
50
problem.
said he only gambling 10 to 20,000, and he got it too. And he's like, shit, that's all I'm.
Yo,
putting
listen, I
into
saw
the
a documentary on 50. That's the most focused dude you will
Yeah,
ever see.
yo.
He don't play around with
Yo,
his money. He don't
where's my
drink. He
phone
don't
at?
smoke.
Where's my
He
phone
does not. He gets up butt crack and don't work out every day. He works every day.
He
At
lost
every
show you
40
something.
pounds.
This dude, I've
Yeah.
never seen nothing like it. I used to think 50 was lucky. I used to think like he just lucky. Why he acting like he's smart? He made a couple investments. They worked out. He made the water investment. But I realized
Nah,
that this
he know
guy
what
is
he's
not
doing.
lucky.
He's a hustler, so he know what he's
driven,
doing.
yeah.
He's a
When you
You know what I'm
listen
saying?
to
Hold
him,
up.
you listen to him speak, you can tell
yeah.
he's highly intelligent.
Very.
The thing is, he's uber observant. He watches everything. He's like, you know,
Mhm.
you ever hear that saying like vampires have their fingers into everything?
Mm.
He's not a vampire, but he's a smart dude. He watches where the money goes. Why do you think he hangs around all these studio execs? They're white. They're putting their money into everything. He follows the money.
That's intelligent. And he not only follows the money, but he what he does is he keeps people around him that can help him build it, and he doesn't put dumb people around him.
No.
Like he'll drop like what's your guy? What's the guy from freaking
Banks?
New Orleans? And like people that's
Buck.
yeah, he'll push you to the side to go be with somebody that's smart. You don't hear about 50 being in a lot of drama.
I done this audio.
Oh yeah, I've been listening to those.
I've been listening
Yo.
to this shit. I probably listened to this shit like 10 times. This
Oh
book
yeah,
right
yeah,
here
this
is
with
like,
AI.
His
Mad
code-
Katie
motivational,
said,
bro.
"Could you review the Boldy James on an upcoming show?" You know who could review Boldy James is Four Eyes, Mandel. He does the album reviews on the other channel. We can get Dale, see if Dale want to review the Boldy James album. I review albums, but my next review is going to be the Benny the Butcher. He about to bring me back out of retirement because I'm going
Wait,
to
the
review.
album dropped already?
Yeah, it's been out for like 3 days.
Oh, I gotta tap in.
But salute, yeah,
What-
Boldy
what-
James.
what-
that's a
I
good
thought,
one.
I thought it was coming out
What's it
like
called?
Friday.
Flizz will review
What,
it as well.
Benny
Boldy-
joint-
everything.
Which
Nah,
Boldy
Benny's
James
joint is
you
called
talking about?
Everybody Can't Go.
She said thanks. But listen, let's keep it moving. I want to get into the next story because we got so much to talk about. And I want to keep this short because we already talked about this guy right here. But Most Def low-key apologized to Drake. He kind of doubled back. I didn't feel he doubled back, but I want you guys' opinion. You think he doubled back? I don't think he doubled back.
Now he stood on his ground. He basically was just saying, like, you know, he recognized that that Drake is, you know what I'm saying, like a great artist, a great, you know what I'm saying, rapper or whatever. But he also stood on what he believes in.
He stood on what he believes. And I believe that when a video came out yesterday, somebody put that I forgot about this, that Drake thanked
Yeah, I
Most
saw the
Def
footage.
Yeah.
because he let him open them for him.
Yep.
Right.
So these guys have a history. They have a history. So I don't know what I made a video today. I put a video up, and I think Most Def. Only problem I have with Most Def is telling this guy what to rap about. You can't tell nobody what to rap about. So if he's rapping about whatever he's rapping about, that's none of your business, Most. And I think that's the only thing that's out of line. Everything else, I understand Moses' opinion. I agree because I'm an MC, and I think you had to have some substance at some point with what you're saying. But at the end of the day, it's not for Mo to tell this man you're whatever because I feel like you should be rapping about X, Y, Z. I think that's the only thing that I had about Most. Anything y'all want to say about this situation?
No, I'm good.
I'm not 100% versed on what Most said. I saw your thing.
You're right.
I like your
The points that he
yeah.
did.
He said some good stuff, and it's all right. But as far as like, look, Drake has been dissed by all the people he used to idolize.
I
noticed that.
I don't like that.
It's like, yeah, that would bother me if I'm Drake. I'm top of the world. All the people I care about listening to is now dissing me. I'm gonna feel a certain kind of way
because he passed him.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
It's like he just.
It's like he outshined the master type shit. Like, you know what I'm saying?
And that's my thing where I get mad with this genre. I get mad with the hip hop genre because of all the damn rules and the stocks and the blockades and crap.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, it's like there's always some kind of rule that can't benefit being prosperous. You know what I mean? It's like I don't get that. I hate that about like, and I don't even claim to know what hip hop is anymore. I saw you ask me what hip hop.
It's just
I don't know anymore, bro.
Know what it is? To me, hip hop is like baseball. They have too many these unwritten rules,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like. That whole thing, Mos Def has an opinion.
Mm-hmm.
I get it. But as you said, you can't tell him what to rap about either. And the fact that he said, hey, look, I meant it was no harm, no foul, but I'm just letting you know this is how I still feel about it. And if you feel that way, I'm whatever way you feel, and that's how you feel.
It is what it is.
And basically you're also not going to challenge me because I am a master MC.
Right.
You are a pop artist.
Right.
You started out as an MC. And we watched Drake transition into a pop artist.
Mm-hmm.
That
is a fact.
Hey, yo, you know what? But did you say it last? Somebody said it last week. I think it was last week where they was basically saying once he got around Wayne was like, yo, look, you need to make these hit records.
To make
hit records. Like this
which is what cool. Jay told Cole.
The same thing. I mean, that's why you get a letter to Nas, like him apologizing to Nas.
Let Nas down. Nas said you let me down.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
That was a fire interaction. I love that.
Yeah.
I love that.
Like that was dope. Like I just think that at the end of the day, it's like sometimes like once you get to a certain status of being an artist, you done seen everything, you done traveled the world 4,000 times. Like how you gonna be still rapping about the same shit? Like you're not in the projects no more. You're in a big ass mansion. You got maid, you got butlers, you got all of this other shit. So it's like
you saw the video he put out last week.
What Drake
lifestyle?
Come on, man. Like his crib is fucking crazy. His crib is anybody that got goals, his crib is probably part of your goals. Like, you know what I'm saying?
That's
so at the end of the
what
day,
they call that
a
like, wish list. When you
make
wish
list.
What you call it when you make a dream board or you put all the stuff on the board.
Right.
It's probably stuff that he has.
Yeah.
know what else? A question I always want to ask people. I ask. And I realize the kids I work with is just the next generation of the same thing I was fed. This is what hip hop is. This is real. Yeah. And I was more, when I was younger, I was more prone to say something that was violent and like killing. This is the real shit.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
You know what I mean? It took me a while to mature. And I met Chuck D in New York.
Yep.
And when Chuck D had this seminar, said, everybody talk about keep it real, but waking up and kissing your mother's real.
Right.
Ooh.
He said real. No one wants to rap about everybody.
Years ago.
And he was like, yo, everybody want to be all hard and tough and think rap gotta be in. Chuck D said this.
Yeah.
I'm like, I would not think Chuck D would kind of be on that level, but in a sense, he was kind of like advocating for like, hey, like everything is real.
Be a human, bro.
Yeah, he was.
It's like even back then though, every rapper wasn't the same. You know what I'm saying? You had the Fat Boys, then you had NWA. Like it's like nobody's.
There was a plethora of MCs and types of styles of rap.
Right.
And that kind of like I'll say it, when the NWA era came in,
it changed.
Mm-hmm. Because you figure they were coming off the heels of Public Enemy.
Mm-hmm.
TJ, and you think about that, how Public Enemy changed the game. Because when they came in, we were still on Run DMC. We were still like, oh yeah, it's cool. But then here they come with a whole new way of looking. They made us look at the world differently. And I remember it was 20 years ago. I remember I was at Newberry Comics and I was out at Pixel.
I love Newberry Comics.
I remember getting the J Live CD. So I was like, I've been looking for that. Them That's Not.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember, I forgot who I was with. Like, that ain't rap. That's that. See, that's when you're a soft nigga. They call me a soft nigga. I started laughing. I was like, this is coming from the guy who's in
I can't even be around people that say goofy shit.
Because I was like, I said, so if I get something that's about killing and raping women and bitch this, bitch that, I'm a real nigga, right? Mm-hmm. I said, so the real nigga that you're with right now happens to be the guy that has the car, that put gas in the car, picked you up. Right? I said, and I get to see my kids every day. I said, think about that one, real nigga with your bitch ass, right? And it's like, because I've always like, I ain't gonna take up too much time, but anything I've listened to, like, NWA never really sat well with me, to be quite honest with you.
Okay.
Because I'm not, here's the thing, when everyone's jumping on something, I get away from it. I like to look for the obscure type of artist, like Mos Def. When I first heard, and actually Reflection Eternal,
Dang it.
But when I first heard Mos Def, I was at Roger Williams University, and I heard If You Can You Can Hear. That's the 88 Keys producer, track. And then I was like, oh, I like that. And then I heard Universal Magnetic. I was like, I'm sold. Most definitely keep you naked, like Foo Eddie. I was like, and this to me, I was like, that's like it's an MC, and it's about your cadence, your style, what you bring. And today, it's not that. Everyone's pretty much a carbon copy of the next guy. Everyone's got an initial. VB this and YFN that, and it's like, guys, you realize that every time, and I said it last week, every time you open your mouth, you're incriminating yourself, and you're taking away from the actual art. Music is art, and the fact that and here's the thing, and we all know that if you get nominated for a Grammy, that means they recognize it as an art. And I can't, you may disagree with me, but I cannot recognize this mumble rap and the shit that these people are dying behind.
Facts.
As an art, it's just not. It's not the same. You guys are MCs. The three of you sitting here are MCs. You've made actual music that means something.
I was about to say, like, I don't like to go in the studio and just make a record for, my homeboys are gonna like this record, so I'm gonna make a song like this. Like, nah, fuck all that shit. Like, I'm gonna go in the studio, we gonna vibe out. Or like how we are group chats is like, Flizz like, I need you on this record. Here's the topic. You know what I'm saying? Here's what I want to touch on. I don't even know what the hook is yet. But guess what? I got my part. I'm ready to go. You know what I'm saying? I'm ready to talk my shit. You know what I'm saying? But, you know what I mean? I'm gonna stick to what it is, though. You know what I'm saying? And then it's just like, when I go in the studio, a lot of times, like, sometimes, majority of the times, I'm going to the studio and I don't know what I'm going to record because I'm paying for my time. I'm there 5-6 hours, whatever I pay for. I'm going to take my time. If I record 3 songs or if I record 1 song in that time frame, you know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter to me, but you ain't going to get no bullshit. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I don't know.
On the other spectrum, I remember, what's his Donald Glover? What's his rap name? I forgot his name.
Childish Gambino.
Yeah, Gambino.
Right.
I watched his stand-up. He's a comedian, right?
I used to love his stand-up.
So I remember when he was doing a stand-up that was kind of dissing the 80s rap. You see, y'all seen that?
No.
Yo, he did a thing. He was talking about how, like, I want to paraphrase a lot of it. How the older cats is talking about how rap was better back in our day or whatever. And he was talking about, he basically said rap in the 80s was whack. He goes, because of the subject matter. He goes, and he kind of did this kind of, I went down the street and then I lost my hat. And stuff like that, right? And he was like, that's not hot. You know what I mean? So it's funny how, like, there's all these spectrums of what's hot in hip hop.
That was the beginning, and you
joke,
see, but you know what though? You see everything changes as the time changes. The music's changing.
Yeah.
You
So
know
that's
what
what
I'm
I'm saying. It's like there's so many like lanes to talk about with it, but that's I don't claim to know what it is.
Why like Jay-Z? Like, he don't have to rap, bro. So when he raps, he feels like rapping.
Right.
But he's not gonna give you no bullshit. What did you hear from Jay-Z last year? 1 verse that everybody talked about.
Everybody.
I think it's just. I think part of that also just because who dropped the verse.
Because it was Jay.
It's more complex than that because That's part of it. But if the verse was trash, it would have got no
This is
legs.
bothering me.
That's fat.
What is it? A hair?
Yeah, I had to get that.
Probably blonde hair.
Everybody was messing with me, man.
Let me do a comment check. Marianne Riviera said, Ghost Riders much? Talking about Benzino. She joined us late.
I know, I'm like, what?
Yeah, she joined us a little late.
Yeah.
Rewind it. We talk about all that, and I got a whole conspiracy about that, Mary. Let me see what else in the comments. Katie said, Most was extra rude in his delivery. I honestly think it's partially because of world events. Most is Muslim and has been outspoken about Palestine, and Drake is Jewish. He didn't.
Oh,
But
we
that's
didn't even
facts.
think about
But
that, though.
at the end of the day,
So it might be deeper. It might be a deeper issue.
you know, it is deeper, but that's still a Moses' place to say you're Jewish. You should be talking about this. That's that ain't his place to say that, because a lot of Jewish people ain't talking about it, right? So if he didn't want to talk about it, it is what it is. You know, that's not his formula. That's not his brand. It is what it is.
He's Drake. He might not want to tap. He might not want to speak on that because of the people that's behind him giving him that big gas bag.
And it's irrelevant of why, because I feel like, and I know people be like, oh, these sports players, they need to talk about this and that and the third.
I did too.
But I don't feel like I don't want nobody to be a phony, bro. Don't get up there and start talking about Israel and Palestine and all this and that when you don't believe in it, right? When you don't care and you don't have no interest in it. Don't get up there and try to fake and say, well, I think the Jewish people should actually free. No, don't say nothing, because you don't have the information about it.
You know what? I'm gonna say that's something. Lines like that are always spit towards some minority group,
Right?
Yeah,
because it's like, yo,
you don't tell
Drake,
Leo and them this.
Yeah, Drake is biracial, right? What makes you think, like, just assuming? Why are you assuming just because he's half Jewish, he's
gonna
rocks
speak on
the Jewish side?
He
You
might
know what I mean?
he might
Right.
got more of
Why-
his black fans.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, he might not even rock with that. Like, people just want to say stuff. You know what I mean? It's. Do you see CB4?
Yeah.
Remember when he goes, do you ever ask Sylvester Stallone about the Italians when they have some? Do you ever ask he says somebody about the yuppies or something?
Yeah.
Yo, and it's like, yo, it's always like, oh, something tragic happened to black people or black rappers. What do you know about black celebrity? You didn't speak. I'm like, bro, that's not
fact.
everybody's wheelhouse.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Man, it's like, yo, he's half Jewish. He speaks. Somebody attacked DJ Khaled for not talking about Palestine.
They did.
People just assume
did,
you're
yeah,
a
they did.
minority. You're involved in that. You should talk on it. I can't speak intellectually on it because I'm not involved in that.
Fact.
Like, so I just want to throw
That's
that
basically
out
what in the group chat. You know what I'm saying? What he's talking about. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, how we can't speak on certain stuff if
That
we're
we
not
don't
tapped in.
Yeah, we're not
You know what I'm saying?
tapped
So
in.
why
I
would
don't
you
Just
wanna-
because I'm Jewish, I'm supposed to know about Jerusalem? Like, no.
Facts.
You know,
Or like we blacks, we supposed to know what's going on in Africa.
yeah,
Like,
you don't know about the Congo this week? No.
No.
I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying?
I don't. Katie Hoffman said, I saw Public Enemy live in the 90s. I did
Word.
too.
Dope concert. I think
And-
what I seen it was Kid and Play, Public Enemy, Queen Latifah. Who else was it? The Ghetto Boys is at that joint. I think I
Facts.
seen. Yeah, Naughty by Nature.
She liked rap but fell in
Word.
love with PE. Speaking
That's
of
what's up, Katie.
old school
They had the 40s
hip
on the
hop,
thing,
I thought
on the
this was
stage.
interesting.
The blow up 40s.
I
Yeah.
thought this was interesting, and then I'm gonna get to the weird stories in a minute. We're gonna get to some weird. I got some weird stories tonight, but I thought this was interesting. Daz Dillinger was asked about because Suge Knight is Suge Knight is in jail.
But not only Suge been saying it though, some of the Outlaws been saying that too.
that they think that they was jealous of Tupac.
Yeah, but that's made sense of what he said.
But we got to let the people know what we're talking about. So there's been Suge Knight and a couple other people have been saying that Snoop and the Dog Pound was jealous of Tupac's success, and that they were doing everything they could to stop his success to a degree. I don't know the exact quote of Suge Knight, but Daz Dillinger of the Dog Pound came out in a video on his own live saying that how could they possibly be jealous of Tupac
When they was giving him records.
when they made Tupac into Tupac? They did everything they could to make him famous. So why in God's name would they be jealous of him? I saw this topic that was about, I think I saw it earlier this week, that they were addressing this. And I thought, wow, they're going to continue to try to find every way to twist and turn Tupac's life.
Yeah, and discredit him.
And discredit everyone around him. Now the narrative has been over the last year that Snoop was against Pac. They've been trying to turn Snoop against Pac for at least a year. They've been trying to make it like Pac didn't rock with Snoop at the end. First of all, everybody fight at some point. Some people have they had a
disagreement that basically Pac got shot. They never got to settle the disagreement.
They never got to settle the disagreement.
So at the end of the day, it's
the disagreement was that Snoop said, "I don't have no problem with Biggie and Puffy." When they asked Snoop
on the radio,
they asked Snoop on the radio XYZ about Biggie and Puffy. Snoop said, "I don't have no problem with Big. I don't have no problem with Pac." I'm sorry, not Pac. Puffy. Pac took offense to that and was really, really mad at Snoop to the point that he wasn't even talking to Snoop, and they had problems after that. But it was only for like 2 days. It wasn't even like, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't like a year. It was like 2 days, a day or two.
He got shot within the next couple
killed.
Of days. Like, you know what I'm saying?
And Snoop was at the hospital. But they making it into Pac didn't rock with you. When he passed away, he was done with you. You was jealous. And they still trying to run with this jealous narrative of Snoop. Snoop said a couple of things that they taking as suspect and that they trying to run with the narrative. What you want to say, TJ?
I think that at the end of the day, like when Pac came to death row, like, yeah, all the attention was on Pac. He was the biggest thing in the fucking world at the time, right?
Right.
So it's like, yeah, of course you're gonna give him the dope ass records to make this next album like the thing, right?
Right.
But this All Eyes on Me album that they all contribute to, just like they contribute to the Chronic album, right?
Right.
That's basically how he's saying it, explaining it. At the end of the day, it's just like, yeah, that album took Pac to a whole nother level, but it also took Death Row to another level.
I
right?
shine, you shine.
Yeah, but now think of what Pac was talking about doing behind like all of that, after all of that, before any of this, before he got killed and everything, he had bigger plans. Regardless if he was leaving Death Row or not, we don't know how true it is. All the different record labels that they're talking about or whatever, but his next move really was movies.
He was gearing to go.
He was gearing up to go to some.
He was writing scripts, I believe.
You know what I'm saying? And they had Pac had movie deals already situated before that. But I mean, when he came back from Vegas, he was about to get busy. If he'd have made it back to Vegas from Vegas, it would have been a different situation. If that didn't go down, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So at the end of the day, it's just like, what about the Machiavelli album? Because he didn't work with no Death Row producers. He worked with Johnny J. Right. You know what I'm saying? And he had a whole production team behind him. That the moves that he was putting together outside of Death Row, he's putting a team together around him as Tupac the brand. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, yeah, they all did contribute to that album. But I don't know if they were jealous of him. How would they be jealous?
It don't make no sense.
And unless the politics of LA got involved. You know what I mean? Because he ended up, quote unquote, being a mob pyro.
We would need a West Coast dude to actually plug us in with some of that, because that people thought there were jealousy around, but I need more information.
I need more context.
Yeah,
context.
But Pac's one of the greatest rappers to ever fucking rap. So at the end of the day,
I'm about to do a video. TJ. I'm about.
You know that's my guy. You know what I'm saying?
I think Pac. I think at the end of the day, it's going to be hard pressed to say Pac was not the number one rapper of all times. And I know we got our
He's
favorites.
One of them.
My favorite of all time is KRS-One. But I think when we say rapper that embodies that everything that a rapper is, I'm gonna have to say might be Tupac. And I'm sad to say it is what it is, bro. For somebody to have to want to debate it, we can debate it. But in my top 5 is Rakim, KRS-One, Big Daddy Kane, yada yada. So I'm not speaking
I'm not even mad at that.
I'm just this entrenched Pac fan. But I'm looking at it like Pac for what his impact of the word in the world. Like they got Pac painted on the wall in Brazil right now. Like it's different, bro. Yeah. So he might be the number one rapper in the world of all time. I don't know what to tell you.
You know, if you're a fan, whether you're a fan or not of Pac, you can't deny that he brought a different energy,
very different.
And if you just sat and listened to him, his intellect alone left you speechless. And that's, I think, for me, I wasn't really the biggest Tupac fan, but when you saw him, you knew he was coming with something that nobody else had. He had that charisma.
And he spoke from his heart, man.
Yeah,
and he spoke truth from his heart.
Yeah, he spoke truth, bro.
And he spoke for the people. And I think that's the main thing that pissed people off was he spoke the inconvenient truth about black politics.
Facts.
You know, that's what. And well, Biggie was doing Biggie shit.
Pac was doing Pac shit.
I respect them both for what they did, and that's why I say you can't tell nobody what to rap about.
No, you can't. But I think Pac, he really used his platform, and as TJ said, he was about to get busy. You could see him leaving the rap world because
I think he was fed up with all the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like whatever goes on behind the scenes, he might have been fed up with that. You know what I'm saying?
You know what's wild about Pac? He could have left the rap world completely and would have just got stronger because he would have had more people listening to him if he'd been a guy getting Oscars and getting these awards in the movie world. And he would have never fully left rap because he's a rapper.
Yeah.
He would have never fully left rap. He would have done his movies, but he would have always came back with an album. Look at Ice Cube. This dude, 58, still doing rap albums. I think he dropped the album last year or something. So you never leave.
Even with that, like even back to Jay-Z, like he's producing movies.
Facts.
Like,
He would have been. Pac would have been influential in a lot of stuff. Rap probably would be moving differently if he was still alive to a degree.
And we always talk about Juice, but what about Gridlock?
Oh, yeah.
To me, Gridlock, I like Juice is a hood classic, but Gridlock to me, I was like, wow, that's a really great piece of work.
Right? The actor there.
Yeah.
He's an actor. And I come to terms with Pac was just a real actor. He went to the Baltimore School for the Arts and studied acting. He wasn't just a rapper, and people need to respect that because this guy probably would have came out. I'm sure it would have blew people's mind, but he probably would have played some roles they would have had problems with. But he would have been a real
Shakespeare
actor.
shit. You know what I'm saying?
He would have. He might be our Denzel right now, for all we freaking know. You know what I'm saying? He might be what Denzel is and still rapping.
That's very interesting.
And I'm gonna be honest. Look at Omar Epps. I don't know if you Omar Epps. I didn't even know he could spit like this. Go watch. Go watch. What's
Matt, was it Matt Fafa show?
No.
Was he on Matt? He was on Matt.
The guy that just died. DJ 50 MCs. 50 MCs.
The Drama King, K. Slade.
Drama King, K. Slade. 50 MCs.
R.I.P. to K.
Actually,
Slade.
I think he's on the one with the 100 MCs. No, he's on the 50 MCs. Omar Epps got the longest verse on there. Everybody's verse was like 8 bars, whatever. Omar got the longest verse. And I'm like, is that Omar Epps? This is an actor. He's spitting. Spitting. Like really spitting. And that's what, you don't got to be one thing. And I think Pac would have been a spitter and an actor. He would have been good at everything he did. He would have been producing. He would have been putting other rappers on, just like he did. He dissing Biggie, and he got the Outlaws on there. You small time, you know what I'm saying? You know the verse. You know what I'm saying? But so it's like he would have been, and it took me a while to get here, right with Pac, because at the time, like in the comments, and I'm gonna call you out, Chop, because I already know Chop wrote Pac was cool, but he was overrated, and then he wrote
Chop. I still want some mambo sauce when I come to
respect
DC,
Pac, but don't have a desire to hear his music. Now you gotta understand, and I'm gonna call you this. I'm just gonna be honest. Chop is a hardcore Biggie fan. So this is a Biggie fan talking right here.
It's cool.
This is a Biggie fan. It's like when dude chose Nas or Jay, Chop chose Biggie and not Pac. So that's where this is coming from. I'm just gonna be honest with you. So Chop said he overrated, Chop was still rocking the Raiders hats. He was still doing his West Coast thing. He rocked with Pac back in the day. But then when this Biggie thing happened, he had to choose a side. And he ain't like that. He ain't like Faith. He
didn't like that.
Faith to have a baby, probably have 2 Pacs. Get it? Chop didn't like that line.
I'm not gonna lie. I've never been the biggest Pac fan or Biggie. They had to grow on me.
That's true.
Biggie had to grow on me. I'm not gonna lie. And Pac, I'm not a TJ. TJ loves Pac. I like Pac. I mean, I like him, but I don't love all this stuff. I'm not gonna lie. I've never been, I just
even like with Biggie, like I rock with Biggie, right? But what really got me was that Bone Thugs track. When I heard that, I was like, "Oh shit!"
Which Bone Thugs track?
Then Dangerous. Ain't too many can bang with us. Straight up, we
label us
notorious.
They got an interview. They got an interview.
Niggas that love the boss. Shane to us. Y'all niggas gambling.
When I wasn't, like I told you, I wasn't into all the juicy and all that stuff. To me, at that time, my immature life, it was too soft for me. The beat and everything was too
juicy.
Yes, it wasn't hard enough.
I was juicy soft
because I was into Buckshot and Boot Camp Click.
Come follow me.
Yeah, I was into the dirty crap back then. Hey. So when Juicy came out, I was like, "What is this crap? This is not Boot Camp." know what I'm saying? But
But I
then
want
when
to address
listen-
that. But before you say it,
Yeah.
you know why Juicy wasn't soft? Like real dudes from the hood, Juicy was not soft. It was real. That's what made it not soft. But go ahead.
But I'm admitting I was at a time in my life I wasn't mature enough to see things. I was so into that's real shit.
Mhm.
But I grew up. But when I heard that album when it came out, when I heard that shit with Diana King, I was like, oh, okay, this is my alley. Me all the respect for the gunman, them gunman alone keep coming from me all the fireball. And you know, 1970 something, nigga on.
So you heard Juicy before you heard the album?
I heard,
Juicy was the
Juicy
first
was a single.
That was the first.
That's
single
what blew
before the
him
album
up. It
came
was
out.
like, yo, but then I said, let me listen to this album. Then I was like, this ain't bad. But
I was
that
hard
song,
as hell.
that song, I was like, oh, and that Everyday Struggle.
Everyday Struggle.
Those
That
were
was
my
it for
two.
me.
I was like, these joints is bad.
You
Everyday
can't listen
Struggle.
to Everyday Struggle without falling in love with Biggie, dog. Unbelievable. That's on the second joint, though. Is that on the second one?
That's the first one.
All right,
That's the first one.
Because my brother, you know, he's a Biggie fan till this day. You know, pushing 60, you can't say he's Biggie.
Can't say nothing about Biggie.
But I told him, I said, you skip that song, you skip Unbelievable one more time. I said,
So we gonna have a problem?
I told him, I said, we're gonna fight in this damn chair. And he was like, why you like this? I said, just sit and listen to it. I said, first, listen to the beat.
Mm-hmm.
I said, then you listen to the lyrics.
Yep.
And then he was like, and I remember, oh shit. Wait. So I said, I got something for you. Who shot you?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I had to sing.
Yeah, that was banging. That was banging. Yep.
So I want you to listen to that. And he was like, oh, damn, Mike. He said, my brother at times, he gets tunnel vision. He said, I forget. He said, you really study the music. He said, you even, remember back in the day, you could pull the plug to the headphones out just halfway. You could hear the filter beat.
Yeah.
Wow, that's some DJ.
Yeah,
that's some crazy.
Because that's why I was like, oh, shit. And now, like I said, having my kids, my son, he loves music. I'm like, yo, dude, because he was like, he was like, what's the big thing with Biggie and Pac? I said, listen, two different MCs.
Mm-hmm.
I said, it's like, listen, I said, for you, I said, I'm gonna break it down like football. So we have Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, two different kind of backs.
Yep.
And he was like, he said, I got you, say no more. After that, because you're boot camp. For me, the B side to Who Got the Props, fuck it up. I was like, man, I like Who Got the Props, but give me fuck it up all day. And to you and Mandel last week, well, you had the old head show.
Yeah.
We talking about Digable Planets in the score.
Yep.
Right.
And
that was a
What was your
perfect.
thoughts?
That was a perfect like compare. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
I didn't know. Dale brought that to my attention. I was
that
like,
was dope.
I never thought about how
that was dope.
that was so close. Diggable
Yeah.
Planets versus the Fugees.
because
Go ahead.
you take the score. Everyone tends to forget the Fugees' first album was a bomb.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a bomb.
In their defense, this stuff was old already.
Yeah, it was exactly. Then we saw, and here's the thing. When the score came out, you got to look at the time period when that came out. That came out during that quote East Coast, West Coast shit.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to say it right now. The score killed everything. The
We
score
used to
the-
be
the
number
score was-
10.
Is
Now we permanent number one.
Like,
Yo, and not only that though.
I can't
Yo,
even
this
respect
stage-
somebody that ain't
this
listen to the
stage
score,
show,
bro.
This stage show was so crazy. That's what took them over the top.
Yeah.
Because, like he said, that first album bombed, but they
But
was
you
still
know-
on the road.
I'm gonna tell
They
you-
was on the road
But you
before
know
that.
what?
Before the album came out.
I
You know
saw
what I'm saying?
them perform the first
Where
album.
you see them?
there,
I seen them
Rocky
perform at
Boom, bap.
Rocky Point.
Boom,
I was,
bap.
hold on. Let me tell you what I'm telling you. I was backstage. I had the
I didn't
backstage
like that
pass.
boom, bap
Shout out to
shit.
Richard
I
Marshall.
didn't
You
like
know what I'm saying?
that.
Because Richard Marshall brought him. That's my OG from my hood.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he was bringing all the shows up back in the day. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I always had the
I did like that
I was
other joint,
backstage.
Okay.
My mother gave
That one,
Lauren
but
Hill
not
was
that
sick
one.
that
Yeah.
show. My mother
Yeah,
gave
but-
Lauren Hill a sweater because she was
'Cause
cold.
it
You
was,
know what I'm saying? It was cold out that day.
It was. 'Cause I remember the two things I remember from that show was Queen Latifah's DJ.
Queen
doing
Latifah,
the
yep.
Tricks Are for Kids.
Yep.
He really had the records. So Tricks Are for Kids. Tricks Are
For kids, yep.
And put the leg up and was eating the syrup.
Yo, that's facts.
And then-
That's facts.
And when the Fugees, because they ended it with Nappy Heads, the
Yep.
remix.
Yep.
Nappy head.
Yo,
that's the one. Yeah.
I'm gonna say, I remember
The whole crowd was
the
going
whole
stupid.
crowd went
Yo.
but fucking bananas. And that was like the second time because I went to there was another concert at Lupo's.
That Loopholes. I was there too, backstage too.
I was at that one.
It
The
was
original Loopholes you're
It was,
talking
it was
about.
Guru. Special guest was Premier. They had Nas, J. Rue, and Mobb Deep. And you know that the only time I seen the crowd go crazy was like when J. Rule did Come Clean. You know, that shit was only thing I can compare it to is the nappy heads. But back to the score against Digable Plan's first album. I'm gonna say it. I said it. I'm taking Digable because if you go back and listen to that album, sonically we didn't hear anything.
You taking Digable too?
Yeah, and I'm gonna say
I can't argue.
What Cool Breezes do. Go back, listen to that. If you read the lyrics, and you say to yourself, "Hot," they were saying these dudes were hippies.
Mm-hmm.
No, go back and listen to Butterfly's verse at the end. He ripped it. He took Ladybug, set the table.
Yep.
Doodlebug was like, okay, I got the sides.
Yep.
And here comes Butterfly, like, look.
Put the icing on the cake.
Yeah.
Yeah. And when you listen to those lyrics, and I was at work today, I was like, yeah, I gotta go back. I gotta listen to the lyrics to what Cool Breezes do. And I was just sitting there just mouthing it in the back of the class. And I was like, holy, it's like, I was like, this shit is.
I was saying, that comparison.
They one of the most underrated.
Yeah, I was gonna say that comparison is too overreaching for the average hip hop fan because like the score is so legendary.
Trap was popping.
As soon as you say the score versus damn near any album,
anything.
you know what I mean? Not let alone Digable Plan. You have to be a hip hop nerd to know about Digable Plan. You get what I'm saying?
And
I'm a nerd. That's what I'm saying.
It's true.
So I'm saying if you just put that up in general, you know how much hate or like people are you shitting me? Like
first of all, my wife was mad at me. She like, how dare you? You know Lauryn Hill and the Fugees is better
see, that's what
off
I'm
the rip than no Digable
like,
Plan.
I'm afraid to walk out there. I don't want to catch a brick.
She wasn't having it, bro.
You can put the score up against another legendary album and people pick the score. You know what I mean? So to know about Digable Plan is your hip hop knowledge has to go deep, bro.
Yeah.
So that's why when I saw the comparison, I was like, ooh, they compare some only hip hop nerds can do.
Only hip hop nerds.
Yeah, you know what? Who that?
Trap said he might got some dumbbells for you.
Oh, thank you, bro. Thank you, because I put out there. I'm looking for weight stuff. You know what I'm saying? Thank you.
Was that for the kids?
No, for me.
Oh, okay. All right.
I'm building a weight room in my basement.
Oh, got you. Yep.
Bang, bang.
I think that's another part of hip hop that's missing is the hip hop nerds. Because I mean, how many people can remember Yahoo Front from North Carolina?
I remember that.
Right? I don't remember that.
I don't remember that music, but I remember
that. They had a song called Left Field.
Okay.
You step to the right, I step to the left. You're too hard. I'm trying to tell you that you're deaf.
I remember
you step
that.
to the right, I stepped. Yeah. Their first song was How'd You Get Your Bobos?
I just remember right now who you remind me of. And I say him every 2-3 weeks I bring the name up. Def Jeff.
Oh, here you go.
I said, be honest. Don't I bring that name up like every 3
He
weeks?
brings up Def Jeff a lot.
I don't know. I always talk about Def Jeff.
That's how I do it.
Take the song feel free.
Give it to me, baby.
Do it. I bring the name up like every 3 weeks.
How many times did he come to DC and do a show, yo?
Def Jeff?
Yeah.
A lot.
Yeah, he was at
And I
every
think
show.
Def Jeff.
Was you at every show?
Probably one or two. But Def Jeff brought out Boss.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
From Detroit.
Yeah.
Def Jeff brought out Boss. But do y'all remember Divine Styler?
Yep. Yeah. Listen, man, look. Diamond Shell. In fact,
Diamond Shell. You know that's Biz Markie's cousin.
Yeah. In fact, I think I sent you the video. Check your
I gotta find
your DM on Instagram.
I was a Diamond Shell fan. Do you remember Diamond Shell?
No.
Oh damn, Flizzy. See, that's Biz Markie's cousin. He got him a deal. And did Biz Markie do the song or did he not do the song?
Maybe if I hear a song, I might know it.
I think he
got a song with Biz.
Yeah.
Oh, he said for the first time in a long time, Biz was right. Like that. Go listen to Diamond Shell.
All right.
Diamond Shell was slept on. Diamond Shell was like Most Def before Most Def.
Yeah.
But we getting too
You get too deep in
We're gonna save
You gotta
this.
bring it back. You gotta bring it back.
We're gonna save this for old heads tomorrow night. Old heads only. We're gonna have our special guest tomorrow night. It's gonna be Chop. Everybody in this room gonna be on old heads only at some point. But tomorrow night, Chop will be the old heads only guest right here on CLBMG Network. We're gonna talk about. I don't even know what we're talking about tomorrow night. We're gonna come up with some topics tomorrow. But it's gonna be if you're not an old head and you don't know who Digable Planets is, you don't know who Def Jeff is. Don't even watch the show. Don't get in the comments. But I love. It's been some young people in the comments wanting to know stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I love that. They be
Hey,
like,
yo, I think y'all should talk about the Fresh Festival. That's the first
That's a
ever
good
hip hop
topic.
concert.
we should talk about it. We will talk
Yeah.
I've
about
never
it.
had the fortune of ever.
You never been? Yo, bro, that was my first concert. R.I.P. to my
You
Uncle
was like
Roy.
8 or something. How old
Bro,
was
how
you?
old you? Like, come on, man.
Fresh Fest,
You
dog?
do this to him too.
He
Like,
thinks we
come
mad
on,
young
bro.
for some
First
reason.
of all,
Festival.
but no, wait.
Let
All
me
right,
tell
so
you
yo,
who was at the
Challz
Fresh
seems like
Festival.
we're like-
It's
let's
Roy in
talk
the
about it
comments.
then.
Fresh
Fresh
Festival.
Fest.
Fat Boys, right?
First of all, Fat Boys
Listen,
ain't even had. First of all, the Fat Boys came out like 83.
bro.
So how was you? How old was
The
you?
Fat Boys was at the Fresh Festival. The whole damn, the people from what's the damn movie?
You're talking about 87, 88,
Breaking.
89. 87, 88, 89, Fresh Fest.
Breaking, yeah, break the
You're
whole
talking
breaking,
about
the whole
Boogaloo
breaking
Shrimp.
cast. All
You're
of them was
talking,
there.
no, Breaking Boogaloo Shrimp. You're talking about damn, what's his other dude name? They was trying to say Miracles. Which one? Breaking one or Breaking two?
Yeah,
Which
they
one
all was there. Both of them. Oh, everybody was there. Homegirl, the girl was there. They all was there. The Fat Boys, LL Cool J, all of them. They was there, bro.
Ice-T. So Fresh Fest. So Fresh Fest. I'm going to tell you who Fresh Fest probably could have been. It could have been, if we talking about, it was like 3 or 4 of them.
That was my first concert I went to.
Houdini might have been there. That's too.
Yep.
That's earlier.
That's the
So
early.
you
that's the
probably.
early
I'm gonna tell you the one you was at. You probably
Fat
the one
Boys.
with Big Daddy Kane.
King.
You might have been in the one with with EPMD might have been there. It might have been Slick Rick might have been there.
Slick Rick was
LL
there.
might have been there.
So 84.
Fresh
No,
Fresh
I know
Prince might have been there.
I know the Fat Boys was there, definitely.
All right.
Salt and
The
Pepper
Fat
might
Boys.
have been there.
So check it. So hit me.
Well, what's that?
Bro, Fresh 84.
84. He wasn't at no 84. He probably was at 87. I'm telling you, this nigga like
Yo.
6 years old in 84. He wasn't at no Fresh Fest 84.
Hold up.
He wasn't at no Fresh
He
Fest
trying to play
84.
me. I ain't even gonna say my age.
He
Don't
wasn't at no
worry.
Fresh Fest 84. So he probably was at Fresh Fest 87, 88, or 84, 89.
I don't
He
even
wasn't
know what
at
year
no
it was,
84.
but I know that the Fat Boys was there. Run DMC was there.
Turbo and Ozone. Chop
The
said
whole
Turbo and Ozone.
Turbo Ozone, the whole
Popping like
cast
Turbo
from Breaking,
Ozone.
They was there.
I used to love
I
that
feel-
white
was the
chick.
Beastie
Oh
Boys
my
there?
God.
Kelly.
But first of
Kelly.
all,
He said
Kelly.
Kelly. He said Kelly.
I
He said,
remember
see how he
Kelly.
said her name? He said
but I'm gonna tell
Kelly.
y'all something right now. The woman I'm with, the woman I'm married to right now, the reason I'm married to her is because I fell in love with the Spanish girl from Breaking.
Oh, bro, homegirl.
When he was when he was doing the broom,
Doing the broom.
and the broom was
Yeah,
upside
yeah.
down, house, and she was like this because they had her upside down. She was like holding her hand, but she couldn't speak no English.
Yeah.
And Turbo was like doing his thing, and I said, "I'm gonna marry that girl," and I got as close as I can get.
He was like, "Oh, who's that?" Marty started speaking English.
No, I didn't.
She couldn't speak English in the movie.
She like, "Hey, pasa?"
He said, just speak Spanish to me.
I
Don't
know.
worry about it. Just speak Spanish.
Let's not get
Shoot
time.
your shot. Speak
We
Spanish.
love you, Marty. We love you,
I
Marty.
think that's when I first
Now, you should
learned.
have been on the trip with us, and you would, yeah.
I first learned that a black guy can
Church
get
and
with a
Caicos is the
Spanish
whole
chick.
shit. Yo,
I was like, "Yo, Turbo got this Spanish girl." I was like, "Oh snap!" That's when I learned.
yo, where is homegirl from that movie? She still alive?
I don't know. That's a good ass.
Was that the
question.
only movie she was in? I
That's
feel
a
like- was
question for old heads only tomorrow night on CLPMG
that- you
Network.
said-
Katie Hoffman said it was crossover.
I gotta ask for it,
time.
but I forgot who was there. But I
House
knew,
will
yo,
be played
that was
the
my
same
first
time in the
concert
club.
ever.
That's a
My
fact.
Uncle Roy brought us there, yo.
Oh, she just
and,
brought up what the Fresh Fest. You're trying to figure out which one.
Yeah, my Uncle Roy brought us there. I know I was with my Uncle Roy.
So you know what?
my
You
cousin
probably
Bev, and
saw.
Roy.
You probably saw. Okay, I'm gonna ask you a question. Did Big Daddy Kane come out on the waterbed?
Wait,
Or you don't remember? Did he have a waterbed?
he might have.
So was Big Daddy Kane even there?
I feel like Big Daddy King was there. I feel like I know the Fat Boys
Actually,
was there.
Fresh. What's the last year of Fresh Fest?
Was 80 something? Was 85 maybe? Right?
I got some stories I
86.
want to get into though. We gonna move it. Let's
That
before
was
we.
my first concert. I just remember being on the floor at the Civic Center. All hell broke loose, and I
Why?
still was out there. Come on,
You start
that was back
fighting?
in, Boston and all that. They used to come out here. That it was
Oh yeah,
different.
Boston always. Y'all
It was
gotta cut.
different.
Y'all gotta chill out, bro.
It was
Boston
different.
dudes
I got
come
love
down
in
here.
Boston when I was out there doing the show. I was like, oh shit, they know my song.
Listen, I
said,
want
they
to.
singing my shit too.
Before we get out of here, I want to get into this wild story right here on the screen, right here. This man beheaded his dad on YouTube.
Oh
Oh,
damn,
yeah. Oh my God.
Really?
damn.
He beheaded his dad
Violent.
on YouTube.
Oh snap!
I'm going to read what I have right here. In a horrifying turn of events, 32-year-old Justin Moan from Pennsylvania has been arrested on shocking charges. Police say he not only killed his father, Michael Moan, but also posted a gruesome video on YouTube that's got everyone talking. Captain Pete Finney of the Middletown Township Police broke the news to NBC, detailing the chilling crime that Moan committed, and he's now in custody. He is facing first-degree murder charges. This man, for whatever reason, I can go more, but he is in prison. Let me see if I got the other picture of him holding up the head. Here it is, right here. They scribbled it out. Cut off his pop's head and posted it on YouTube. That is insane. And this is the kind of world we living in. I just wanted to get you guys opinion on any opinion or no, nothing to say?
There's nothing to say. It's just cut and dry right there for me.
I mean,
No pun intended on that either.
Right?
Nothing to talk about.
Nope.
Well, he's in prison. I mean, he's in jail awaiting custody. I don't know why we don't just like shoot these people on sight. Here's another story I want to talk about. This woman, I saw this video on Twitter where she got so mad that she flew the dude out and he would not have sex with her. The video is so wild. Matter of fact, I'm gonna play. Let me find this video.
The girl
flew him out. Yeah, she offered.
She flew him out. I'm
That's
gonna
what he said.
play
You
the
offered.
clip. I'm gonna play that clip. I know I got it somewhere.
I appreciate you trying to call me out, but anyway,
You offered shit. Well, I'll
It's-
give you your money back.
It is hilarious. I'm gonna let you hear it real quick because this is crazy, bro. I was like, this chick is straight up bugging. But she got mad. This is how dudes be acting when they don't get what they want.
Right?
But she got
It's kind of funny
mad.
to hear in reverse.
From a woman, right?
You know what's crazy though? The comments was like, dude, just put it on her and move on
And
with
keep
your
it
life.
moving.
He was like, I'm not a piece of meat. Don't
That's
objectify me.
basically what he was saying. That's basically what he was saying.
Don't be objective.
He was like,
just
shit.
because you
She
flew
said-
me out here,
he was
doesn't mean
like,
I can
yo,
sleep with
we
you.
just watched the movie and shit. We was Netflix and chilling. She was spazzing.
A dude out, spent $2,300 for his plane ticket, and he don't even want to fuck.
Like, listen, I didn't come here to have
Like,
sex with you.
look
Like,
at this.
I appreciate you flying me out, but listen, I don't just have sex with people on the first date.
Okay, but it's been a few hours. Like, we didn't watch movies, we Netflix and
It's
chill.
been a few hours.
That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to vibe out. Like,
Come on, man.
who just want to sit and with a dude?
Like, you
Nigga,
made me
I'm
just
trying to
sign
get
on the
lifted.
freaking plane, bro. Are you serious? Like, you really tripping
I'm
about
trying
that?
to. I didn't spend my money for nothing.
I'm saying, like, why are you trying to, like, come at me because I don't want to have sex with you? You should be
Because,
happy.
like, what's
You
your
should- you
problem?
should
Like,
be
is it
happy I don't
little?
wanna have sex with you. What you mean it's little? Like, no, listen.
Are you ashamed? Like, it's okay. Like, I
don't
don't mind. I didn't have little.
Wow, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm tripping, bro. Like, don't do that to me. Seriously.
That's
don't.
weird.
Don't
Like,
do that to me. Like,
don't-
I ain't have to come out here. I thought we was gonna get to know each other, maybe go on a nice little date, but you tripping
Get to
about
know
sex.
each
That's
other.
wild to me.
go
bro.
on a date.
That's all you thinking about, man. You made me wish I
I need to know what that like before I even go on a date. Like,
Wow, listen, how about this? How about I get your money back?
I'm not finna play with you. Like, you want me to go on a date, spend all this, waste my time, and I get up in here and you're probably little.
How
Like,
about I get your money back? Because I'm not finna go back and forth about
get my money back. Why?
What's your thoughts? I need your immediate reaction, bro. She just told this dude, what is it, little? What's going on, bro? I need that P9 before we even date anything. You sitting up here trying to watch movies. I'm trying to book. Mike, what's going on? Talk to me, Mike.
It ain't no fun when the rabbit's got the gun. Yeah, you talking about flipping the script. He was like, no, he said, baby, basically, he just said, I'm fresh out of free dick and bubble gum. And ain't nothing I can do to help you. Sorry. Get your rose, rabbit, whatever. Have a good time. I'm here to chill.
Why do you think he didn't want to do it though?
He might. How you think her picture looked different on whatever the gram or whatever?
I mean, it's not even about that. At that
I don't
point, you
know.
there now.
Yeah, he's
so,
there. But I'm saying, do you think he expected something different?
I don't know.
He was like, damn.
But he said, I'm trying to get to know you. So he was obviously wasn't
He-
disappointed with it.
He was interested.
He was interested. He's like, I'm trying to get to know you. If he's disappointed, he would
I'm
have
trying
been
to
like,
get to know you.
I'm laughing because a whole bunch of personal experiences just came up in my mind now.
spit it out.
Go ahead,
too
Flizz. Let me
aggressive.
hear some shit. Flizz.
Oh man! All right. So there's a whole bunch of avenues I got out. I remember the younger version of me. I was very much not into like one night in any girl. I was like, yo, I was like on some like, because I was a late bloomer. So I'd
Bro,
be like, yo.
You was like one of the biggest artists in the city.
Oh no, by that time I was good. I'm talking about high school.
He was like, light him up.
You know what I'm saying? In high school, I was way more shy with girls. You know what I mean?
Damn, in high school I was there.
Yeah, I wasn't. I didn't hit my stride. Everybody who knows me knows I wasn't a ladies' man. You know what I mean? So the funny thing is, I had a problem with aggressive women back then when I was younger. All the way up to like 20, 21, it was like I got with a girl. I liked her to be gentle. I wanted to be like,
you wanted her to be a woman.
I didn't like ratchet behavior. I didn't like, and I'd be like, nah. So you know what I mean? But there was only one girl I can remember in my history. I don't want to say names because everybody knows everybody out here. But
he's like, y'all was in a club with her.
No, they know who I was with back then. But yo, she had like the cannon back there. She was the fattest booty I've ever been with. She had the cannon, and so I remember I was like, oh, I kind of like. I was like, and I was like, I'm gonna get up on this, but for some reason I was like, I'm gonna slow roast this little joint. You know what I'm saying? We gonna have a little like thing going on, and finally, she respected me so much for that. But as I got into the phase you're talking about, my artist phase, Wonder and Fire started teaching me to be a savage.
He's like,
that's what
mode.
I started getting. I started getting to the point where I was like, all right, now let me just. Let me be.
Enjoy being you.
But that's what I'm saying. I don't know what phase of life that dude is in. But you know what I mean? That's what
it sounds like he's in the phase of
I can't relate to it.
No, I don't know.
It sounds like he's in the phase of he's like shit.
I can't
you flew me out here.
Because even if it ain't even about her flying up, it's about me flying
Can I tell you a true
there.
story?
Then I'm gonna be like, I want to take it slow. Like,
man, I don't know. I'm already out here.
Can I tell you a true story, fellas? Y'all remember? In the late '90s, early 2000s, the chat was the bomb.
Yeah.
With,
the Providence Donut
Messenger.
It was like a chat. You leave messages like, and you were blunt like, yo, who's trying to meet up to get me some ass tonight? Blah blah.
Someone the Providence Donut.
Yeah, that's what's going on. All right.
You said Providence Donut?
That's what it's
called.
I didn't know
I just called it the chat.
It's a chat line, basically.
That's hilarious.
All right, so
how did it work? Explain.
So pretty much, I'm about to name my boy's name.
My man Richard.
A couple of my boys, right? They be get on the chat and they would teach you. You just say what you want to say. No beating around the bush. You leave little messages, and people everywhere hear the message you say. Then they'll see if they want to connect with you. And they respond to you. Yeah, and
this is real.
Yeah, So my boys kept bagging me dimes off of this joint. What? I be sitting. I'm like, yo, dimes will show up to the crib to just have sex with me.
We need a show just about that.
So me,
but you don't know about this?
I got single. I got single.
I was wiped up when I came to prom. I ain't know about
Don't
this.
get yourself in trouble. You was wiped up. Leave it alone, Chuck. Don't roll the dice, son.
I was like Mr. Single because I was always a relationship guy.
Yeah.
So I said, let me try this chat thing real quick, right?
Oh, he had a bad experience. I know he's.
I did it. I used that chat one time, so I will never do this again. So she's like, yeah. So I met this girl on there. Yo, I was young and I was about 20 years, 21 years or whatever. I was thirsty. So, right, I drove all the way. It was like a 30-minute drive out to this chick's job, and she worked at like a group home for like old folks.
Yep.
Right? And I'm like, oh, snap, I'm going to
30 minutes.
crazy.
What's that, Tiverton?
I know, right? Nah, I drove. I was like, I'm going to go, yo. But then when I walked in there, I was like, oh, my Lord. And I don't diss nobody like that. And I'm a big dude. But there's a level of bigness I can go to. First of all, you can't be my size. That's my thing is if you're a female, I'm gonna be into you. I'm not dissing you. I'm a large guy. I know what I'm saying. I am super strong. I'm super strong. If I have a problem lifting you, that's my cutoff. You know what I mean? Like, so
just say I'm trying to lift you up.
When I saw, I was like
Vince Vaughn and Baby Boy place.
Well, you know what I did, bro? I text Wanda. Shout out to Wanda down in Miami. I text Wanda. I was like, listen. Oh, wrong one. This is when I text dude I can't name. You know what I'm saying? Because there's another story. I text him. I was like, yo, I'm gonna call you up. I'm gonna act like I'm wrong. Yeah, and you're just gonna respond. Don't respond to it. Yo, what? Oh snap! I gotta go. Like, I like totally pumped out on some like. So I told a lie earlier too. I tried it twice. So the second time I tried it, it was a girl who lived in this like trailer like thing with mad cats. I said, same thing. Now I was like, all right.
Damn, he had a bad experience.
So I said, I can't use the chat no more. That was my.
You had 2 in a row.
I was like, why my
back.
boys keep getting these dimes?
Wait, where was you at when they was getting done? You wasn't there?
No,
You was there.
I was there, but you know what I mean. I wasn't doing nothing with those. That was their conquest. You know what I mean?
Damn, there's 1, 2. They're supposed to come over with the party.
But
that.
in hindsight,
Wow.
I'm not gonna lie. In hindsight, I'm glad. I'm glad I didn't do nothing. You know what I mean, I'm so glad. But yeah, that's my little true story. Flizz, Hollywood's true stories.
Listen, great show. I hope y'all still rocking with us to the end because this got wild at the end.
It always does.
Yeah.
Diva in the building. She late.
Diva,
she
you
just
late,
got in
yeah.
here. You would have swallowed me up. I said you would have swallowed me up. He would have swallowed you. Diva was on that chat line like, hello.
He was on the chat like, hello. She was cracking jokes.
She's the one leaving all the messages. And you know what? I want a long sarong, brother.
No, she was telling that. She was
Big
telling that
bone,
joke.
thick
She was
willy.
telling that joke that she was telling at the show.
Oh yeah, I think it was my birthday thing. I'm like, oh, snap, hope block it, baby, block it.
She was like, I like him lean and
I don't
lean.
need no old man. Balls hanging.
I want him on Broad Street. I'm gonna be downtown by the Union Square. So
Miss
listen,
Diva said, I want him cooking troop butt naked. I need some kachoop.
I'm gonna be at Kennedy Plaza at 4 a.m. with nothing on but a jacket.
Hey yo, Diva, we need you out at Halo on the 11th, and I need you out at West Rib House on the 17th.
Word,
Yo,
Diva.
get out there, yo.
What's happening at West River House? We performing. I'm performing.
Oh,
you
yeah.
performing. He performing.
Yo, look.
Yeah.
All right. By the way, I finally got a locked in DJ. Lady Ruckus is the DJ for the night.
Salute.
Ladies
So,
Ruck.
salute. And we got
Ladies
we got a new addition to for the artist. Ty Cooper just signed on.
Ooh, Ty Cooper.
Oh,
My
wow.
guy.
Yep.
Yes,
So
sir.
now you got myself. You got these two gentlemen.
My name is Charles Brown. I'll be there.
Charles Brown. You have Need, who is fire. Come see that man. He's fire. Manami Braxton. That's enough. If you
Shout
know,
out
you
to
know.
Manami. Yes.
Like I said, Ty's gonna be there, and Arrow Evil Flynn is gonna be
Oh, you
on the
put on a
bill.
show.
Oh, yeah, it's gonna be fire, bro. Yo,
We might have to live stream this show then.
oh, if you got the tech,
Say less.
yep.
You got all this
We
here.
might have to live
But I'm
stream
saying
this.
I don't know how to do all
You know
that.
what? I think the What Show can get a couple of interviews there.
Ooh.
I think we can get a couple of interviews. I
TJ
think
be
we
on
can
some
get a
shit.
couple
Yo,
of
listen.
interviews there. Yes,
TJ be
sir.
on some shit. We could corner some niggas and get some interviews. Listen, thank y'all for watching. Head over to clbmg.com. We got more cooking tomorrow night. Old heads only. Make sure you're in the comments giving us some love. Me and 4 Hours Ugly Professor. We're gonna be doing old heads only tomorrow night. If you're not into old hip hop, we were talking about Steady B. A lot of y'all don't even know.
Yeah, right.
Oh, salute to my guy.
Steady
So you
B.
know what craze? Me and Dale was talking to old heads only about this old school video that had Steady B, KRS-One, Jazzy Jeff, and Craze inbox me, and it's the exact video.
Wow. All right.
A dope ass show, KRS-One Steady. I can send it to you. He inboxed me the exact because I had it on videotape, and everybody was trying to pay me for that tape. I said, hell no, I ain't gonna never get this tape back again.
Yep.
And I had that tape, and somebody put it on YouTube, and Craze inboxed me that videotape. Is so fucking dope. Everybody's on that tape.
Dope.
It's all jive artists, but it's dope. Listen, thank you, Michael Brown, for coming through.
Appreciate
Yeah.
it. Thank you.
Rock with
Thank
us.
You. Thank you.
Great show. I told you this is one of our best shows. I can't think of a show better than this. And if you missed the beginning, rewind it because we talked about Benzino and Eminem got to respond in at least 48
Not 40 hours.
I don't
Give
agree
him a
with
week.
that.
Give him
but
a week because
I'm
you
gonna
want
give him a
greatness. You
week.
said.
Give him a week to get his whole ducks in a row. I'm gonna check out on that inside. I'm gonna check out on the flip side. Come to the Super Bowl party next week. Anything
Thank you,
y'all wanna say?
Kelly.
Super
Shout
Bowl
out to
party.
Katie. Katie,
Hey, I
right?
just
Halo
wanna say-
Lounge.
So I say one thing: if you're a podcaster,
Facts.
watch these shows. It's homework.
Mm-hmm.
This is homework. Even
Tell them
for
your
my-
podcast.
But name of my podcast is Mike on the Mic.
Mm-hmm.
You can find it on Spotify, Apple Podcasts. Go check it out. I've interviewed DJ Lady Ruck. She was actually my first interview when I first started podcasting
Fire.
three years ago.
Mm.
Yes, I've had a few other people. If you know Aunt Sanders from the East Side,
Yeah,
I
me.
had TJ on recently.
I think you need my guys on that too.
Yeah.
He
I
had
need
me
to be
on
on that.
soon.
Yes, actually, that's the plan because you see how I do my podcast.
Mhm.
It's really like there's no cameras. It's
in
just
depth.
it's grassroots.
It's a real
authentic.
podcast.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
and I do it right from my kitchen table.
Let's go. Have
Let's
me.
go.
I want to come through. Let me know when I can come through. Listen, thank y'all for
Anytime.
watching. The What Show. We'll be back next week. Make sure you share and show love and